What's up, everybody? It's HBT, man. We are here live for Bash at Berlin. I know we're coming in late. Hey, I didn't even set up anything, but me and my man Jim Rogers, we are in the house, guys. What's up, Jim?
What's going on, man? I am excited and stoked for the Bash in Berlin. I hope everybody out there is ready for this first match with Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens.
Yeah, it's kind of shocking to me that they're starting it off this way. I haven't really looked at the card. I know who's wrestling, but really haven't looked at the card and seen, how they laying everything out. So this thing's going to be interesting, man. So, hey, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to roll, brother.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, no doubt. Go here on Facebook and check out everything. Make sure we got all everything shared and everything. So, all right. Have you shared the Pro Wrestling Junkies, or do I need to go ahead and do that?
Yeah, you can share it to Pro Wrestling Junkies right now.
Okay.
I'm having issues with sharing it to the other websites.
Okay. All right. I got it on Pro Wrestling Junkies and Straight Up Wrestling Show. All right. This thing about to go down.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if it's going to be a straight match or if there's going to be some chicanery in it.
It's definitely going to be some chicanery. I believe that straight up. I mean, it's not going to – wow. I mean, I do not think either one of these guys are going to try to do it on purpose or whatever, but for some reason, I don't know if Kevin's going to turn or not doing this, but it's going to lead to something down the road to where he's going to end up turning being a heel or something, probably.
Yeah, I have that feeling too. I have that feeling that it's about time for Kevin to do a turn, swerve of some sort. He's probably been a babyface for quite some time.
Oh, yeah. Yes, he has. He definitely has.
What matches are you excited for, man?
Gunther versus Gunther and the Gunther match and Randy Orton definitely.
Randy Orton, yeah.
Excited for that one. Let's see. And this one right here. These are the two main ones that I'm interested in.
Well, I think the CM Punk Drew McIntyre match will be good. I don't know if it would be considered their blow-off match,
right?
But I think it will be a very interesting match. Of course,
yes, it will be.
There's Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest versus Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan.
Oh yeah.
Well, Kevin's got a serious look on his face right now.
Yes, he does, man. I don't think he's here to play.
Yeah, well, I think both of these men quit school because of PE.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, it's gonna be pretty wild in that ring tonight.
Oh, most definitely. I think the place is going to. I think the roof's going to blow off the place when Gunther.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. Yeah,
no problem. Seems to me that the WWE is using a different cameras. The screens are a whole lot clearer, which benefits us as fans.
222 pounds.
Yeah, turn yours down just a little bit. Let's see. I turn mine down too a little bit.
Okay. Turn the TV down.
Yeah, just a little.
Let me get the controller.
Okay. All right.
Do that.
Okay.
Undisputed WWE Championship at WrestleMania.
All right, Cody Rhodes is out here, guys. Showing that belt.
Yeah, I ain't looking to get demonetized.
Exactly. Get knocked off.
Oh, they're using a female referee for this one.
Okay, cool.
Well, hey, it's a new day and new time.
Yes, it is. Nice introduction, man. That belt looks
Well,
good.
absolutely.
That belt looks good on Cody out here in this little dark arena. The way they got everything, the aesthetics of it really looks nice. What's up, John Smith? John is in the house.
Hey, Josh, how you doing, man?
No, John.
Well,
John. I'm sorry.
Oh, John, I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
John Smith says, hey, yo, let's go wrestling, fam. No doubt about that, John. We ready to roll, man.
You know what's interesting? Cody Rhodes said in an interview he would love to go back to the Winged Eagle.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that'd be cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to take some allergy medicine or something in just a little bit. But let's see, go ahead and try to make it through this first match. All right, Black Range 7920 is in the house. Says, what's up? Ricochet's woman look good. Must not be no players in WWE. Laugh out loud. Exactly, Black Range 7920. I don't see how in the world he can stay away from that. But it is what it is, man.
Yeah. Old Ricochet done gone over to AEW. He done gone to the dark side.
Yes, he has. And I tell you what, these guys, man, they really will. They, as far as wrestling, people that's involved in wrestling, they'll do a lot. They will sacrifice their marriage, man, a part of their marriage, to pretty much be in this business. And I've seen that, even on the local scene, where you've had wrestlers, man, that, hey, and not just wrestlers, people out, people on the outskirts that's doing other things outside of wrestling, but they involved in wrestling in some kind of way, even a ring set up to where, these guys are going to travel and do whatever it takes to be part of the business, despite their families. And I'm just like, wow, it's kind of crazy, but it's true though. It's true.
No question about it. A lot of the fans don't realize that these people, they sacrifice so much being away from their families for up to almost a year.
Yeah.
At times. Now that was back in our day. Nowadays it's a little less lax with
that's true.
People like AEW. AEW will they have to work 2 days and they're off the rest of the week. And they can pick up independent, bookings if need be.
Oh yeah. All right, my man Scott Larson. What's up, Scott? Hashtag Truth is in the house. Scott says, great hat, Jim. Can't come on today, guys, but I will be listening to you. We definitely appreciate that, Scott. Appreciate you coming in, man, as always, my brother.
And so far, all they're doing is just spilling each other out right now.
Yep. Yes, they are.
They pretty much don't know each other like hand in glove.
Right.
So this will be interesting how it works out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna start getting pretty things gonna get pretty hasty out in just a short period of time.
Tempers will flare.
Yeah, because I tell you what, Kevin was getting kind of emotional on SmackDown. So I think pretty soon, man, things are gonna break out, and these guys are gonna go at it. All right, Priscilla Underwood says Cody and KO are ready. Yes, I'm shocked at that too, Priscilla. Priscilla says it's Ray Underwood, Harry. Oh, okay. Hello to you and your guest. What's going on, Ray? What's going on, Raymond?
Hey, Raymond, how are you doing, man?
I thought I knew that name. I was pretty sure I knew that name. Priscilla Underwood. All right. But yeah, I'm shocked that this is the first match too. But they must have some dynamite for the rest of the night. So that's the reason they put this up there first. Oh, wow. What an insecurity right there from Kevin Owens. I don't know if I'm behind you or in front of you, Jim.
I'm right now it looks like that Cody was going for the Crossroads.
Okay. You might be in front of me then. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen no Crossroads yet. Oh, wow. Elbow to the back.
Attempted Crossroads.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I just now got I got to that. There was attempted Crossroads. All right, Black Rain 7920 says, great day today. I'm going back and forth between Dillon, Georgia, and Clemson, Harry. Yeah, I hear you, Black Rain 7920. Keep me informed about that score between Clemson and Georgia.
Yeah, because I'm from Georgia and am a Bulldog fan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I'm from South Carolina, but I'm not a doggone Clemson fan. Let's see. But I'm interested in that score. Really am.
What's really interesting about these two wrestlers is both of them were Ring of Honor World Champions.
Right. Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can already see that their competitive juices are starting to flow.
Yes, it is. Yeah, that's all this, not caring what's happening outside the ring, throwing each other into the ring apron, the hard part of the ring, diving on each other and all that. Man, these kicks and everything. Pretty soon we're going to see fists flying, elbows, everything. So, yeah. Yeah, all the competitive, how their competitive nature, like you said, is pretty much gonna draw these guys. It's gonna bring out, it's gonna bring out the vicious side of each one of them.
Oh, without question. And I got news for you, and I'm sure Harry can attest to this. That ring does not give much.
Heck, no, it doesn't. No way. especially on the apron. That's the hardest part of the ring. Right there on that ring apron, that is the hardest part. That is rough.
Right where the edge and the skirt are. I wonder if they're gonna have this as a yearly thing.
I'm not sure about all that, but they may do it. I mean, they getting a lot of players, a lot of wrestlers from all over the world now. So who knows? Who knows how it all plays out? All right, my man Scotty Lawson says, smash that like button, subscribe, follow, and by all means, share. Don't make me rant. I hear you, Scott Lawson. Appreciate you, Scott. What's up, Real Rally Sport? Rally says, hi, Harry. What's going on, Rally? Appreciate you coming in. Oh, knee to the bid section. Cody. All right, Ray says, if I was champion, I would be a little pissed at the final match of CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. Yeah, well, I don't know if that's going to be the last match. I think it's going to be Gunther's match. Gunther and Randy Orton. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, being that Gunther is like a hometown hero there.
Yeah. Oh, nice drop kick from Cody. Coming off those chops from Kevin Owens. Going, look, figure four, man. Figure four. What's up with all that?
Oh, yeah. Now you're catching up with me.
Oh, yeah. All right, Will Rally Sports says, hi. Not sure name. Can't see it on screen. This should be good, PLE. Yeah, you got me, Will Rally Sport, and you got my man Jim Rogers in the house.
What's up, Will Rally?
And Cody got that figure four locked in, man. I tell you what, this is a wrestling match right here. This is a wrestling match,
So far, yeah, it's been relatively good.
Oh yeah, you know, chops. You have hand slaps. You have forearms. So hey, that right there is gonna make it. That's gonna make it interesting. Cody just knocked. Kevin Owens knocked Cody off the ring apron. Wow, just splashed him.
Watching this makes me think that the independent promotions, the wrestlers on the independent promotions really need to step their game up. They plan on being on this level.
Oh, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. These guys right here at the top of their game, man, and I mean years of experience, and they showing everybody how it's done.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've seen some good matches on the independent circuits.
Yes, yes. Oh yeah. Man, these guys look. I mean, perfection. It just looks very natural. By like when we grew up, Jim, it was just so natural. Everything that he did in the ring just flowed. Those guys back in the day.
Oh yeah. You take somebody like a Ole Anderson versus Thunderbolt Patterson.
Oh yeah.
Put them in the ring in their prime, and then you sit there and you watch their movements in the ring. This is this to me is like Michael like somebody painting a Picasso.
Oh yeah.
By hand.
Yeah, these guys, man, they have it. They got it down. Hey, no complaints at all over here. All right, Raymond says, oh, wow, I'm way ahead of you on this match. Okay, Ray. All right, Mag Magnum's in the house. Mag says, greetings, Harry and Jim. I'm expecting a great PLE. Yeah, we are too.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's started out hot, man. It's hot right now. There's no doubt about that. And I mean, if this was a move to, to pretty much bring it out hot like this, hey, big ups to Paul Heyman because he did the right thing by starting it off with this match. Man, it's explosive.
Paul Heyman? You mean Triple H?
Not Paul Heyman, Paul Levesque. But yeah, this is explosive, man. Appreciate you getting me on that.
No problem, man. I've done it before.
Paul Heyman, man. Paul Heyman. I guess I'm missing. All right, nice.
I'm still wondering if
the tempers gonna flare.
If tempers are going to flare, or if this is going to be just a straight match. I'm wondering.
I am too. Wow, what an insecurity. Wow. Coming off that top rope, or that middle rope.
Oh, wow. Score at halftime, Georgia, 6-0.
Okay. Man, I knew it was going to be close. Closer than what people think.
Yeah, I'm only like I'd say 45 minutes away from Athens.
What, Clemson? Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia.
Okay. Yeah, I'm probably like I think 42 minutes, 35 or 40 minutes away from. I think it said 42 minutes, but that's when I was in TR. But I'm closer now, so it's probably about 37 minutes away from Clemson University. So they all claim Greenville to be their hometown. All the people that live in Clemson. Well, a lot of people do in Anderson and all these surrounding areas. If you're close to Greenville, they will claim Greenville as their hometown because it's so popular, man. But yeah, Clemson, man. I don't know. I'm really shocked as far as Georgia. goals that they've been so good lately for like the last 4 or 5 years. I didn't think that defensive coordinator was going to be this good of a coach.
Well, you know, the thing about it is what just blows my mind is they were national champions back to back.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
But I think this year didn't Texas join the SEC?
Yes, it did. Texas and Oklahoma. Texas and Oklahoma, yes.
Oh man, that's going to make SEC a little bit tougher.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, and it was already tough enough. Wow, man. What a neck breaker. I tell you that. On the knee, that knee jerked that neck. Wow.
Man, this match has been going back and forth so far.
Hell yeah.
Oh, wow.
I seen the first fist. Cody delivered a fist on the Kevin Owens' forehead as they up there on that top rope, on the top turnbuckle.
Oh yeah.
Oh snap! Wow.
Yeah, that was one of those wait for it moments.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Goodness.
Cody hangs on, kick to the face. Cody now again launches himself on the second rope. Caught by Kano.
All right, my man, Black Rain 79-20 defensive game so far, Harry. About to be halftime, 6-0. Thank you very much on that update, Black Rain.
And again, I'm wondering if we're going to have a run-in on this one.
Oh, no telling.
I'm getting that vibe.
Okay. Text my wife here.
My spider sense is going off. Good God.
Well, you must saw something I haven't seen yet.
Yeah, wait for it. We're having a lot of false finishes in this match, ladies and gentlemen.
Gosh, man.
Told you. So how's things going up there with the wrestling that you and Christopher are doing?
A lot of chaos, man. Well, as far as the wrestling we're doing, it's okay. I mean, we still got a lot of things to work through. But it's as far as the whole indie scene here, it's just man, a lot of people all over the place, to tell you the truth. It's just crazy. Too much drama, man. Too much drama. One thing I'm finding as far as on this indie scene is just too much drama, man, and it don't make no sense. So it's been like that ever since we've been in it, to tell you the truth. But it seems like it's gotten worse. Everybody's divided. Everybody's trying to get their little slice of a little crumb cake. To tell you the truth, man, I ain't even gonna say a pie. I'm talking about one of these little store-bought, little store-bought little crumb cakes, a carrot cake or something like that. Everybody's trying to get a little piece of that. And it's ridiculous. It really is. Wow. I mean, being in the music business as long as I was, and I'm talking about hip hop, which I switched to that, as a young man, which I used to be, all into rock and everything. But, I turned in my guitar for the turntables and, drum machines and microphone. But, rap, you talk about a music that's toxic. And even though we was friends back in the day, it wasn't like it is today. It's even worse now. It was toxic. I mean, everybody was jealous of each other, and it just, you think you got something good with different people. We all trying to, get a whole faction together to, make money and everything. But these guys, man, was, just toxic against each other, go behind each other's back, talk about each other and just mess up certain things where you couldn't get contracts, and they go talk to radio station people. It's really a mess. But this right here, wrestling, I come into wrestling, man, and find out it's the same thing. It reminds me of what I did as far as in music. And I'm like, wow, why?
Yeah.
So
it's extremely competitive.
Yeah, it is. It's outrageous.
Well, what concerns me about the independent promotions is this: you bring somebody in, a big name star to an independent promotion, and their opponent is more concerned about getting their high spots in and getting all their stuff in.
Oh yeah.
Instead of sitting there listening and saying, "How can I make this match better?"
Exactly. Man, this match is getting wild. It's getting heated, man.
Man, this match has gone up on so many levels.
Yeah, it's a great match so far. All right, here come the end. This is awesome, Chance. They did have them going earlier too, though.
Oh, without a doubt.
Crossroads.
You're not too far behind me.
Okay, good. Good.
Yeah, the crowds are chanting "Holy." You can figure out the remainder of that sentence.
Yeah, because we're definitely not gonna finish that off. Not me and Jim.
Oh no, absolutely not.
Not us two. We won't finish that off. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Listening to him say that.
Yeah. By the way, I want to give a shout out to my favorite aunt, who's probably watching this podcast right now. She's my number one fan. She's actually the one that got me into the podcast and into doing podcasts from time to time. Had to take some time off, of course, as you know, Harry.
Oh yeah.
And I'm right now I'm just prefer to deal with helping you and Chris out any way I can.
Oh yeah. We definitely appreciate it.
And we're still working on that big interview coming up.
Okay, cool. Wow, man. Yeah, Mag says 2 stunners, give me a break. Man, I expected it to go a little bit longer. What you get us, match? I give it 3.5 stars, man. Go ahead.
I'm going to give it 3.5 stars. 3.5 solid stars.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Most definitely solid stars, man. It worked out great. There's
really no thin line on this one. This one was a good, solid prime rib match.
Yes, it was 100%. I gotta see. I gotta see the aftermath of what's gonna happen after this match. See if there's gonna be any long-term, any kind of long-term effects of it, or any, long-term consequences down the road. As far as Cody offering this match to Kevin Owens, is Kevin gonna feel a certain way a little bit later? Crazy. All right, AJ Scales. Hey, Harry. WWE Bash pay-per-view is live. Plus, you have a mixed tag team match. Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest versus Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan later on tonight. Also, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. Yes, sir. All right, Mag gives the match 3 stars. Yeah, Mag, I can appreciate that, Mag. Definitely appreciate that. But, yeah, I have to give it 3.5. It was really good. It really was. I mean, it was a solid match. Reminds me of old school matches. Go back. You go back into the late 70s, early 80s type vibe. And then, it had a little bit of mix of, the late 80s, anywhere from 98 to like 2001, 2002. It had that involved in it. And then you had the modern day thing where, these guys are diving through the ropes at each other. So, I mean, it had every little aspect of wrestling that you would like to see in it. Man, but wow. Good sportsmanship look like, but I don't like the look on Kevin's face.
I don't either. I have the feeling that something's going to happen with that.
Yeah, he might clothesline Cody. I'm not sure, man.
What's your take on John? This coming up, John Cena's last year.
I'm not sure, man. Look, I just, it's something that I really don't. It doesn't really intrigue me, to tell you the truth, Jim. I mean, I like him. I like John Cena, but I'm one of these people. You either get in or fit in. I mean, you do your thing. I mean, you do your thing. If you're gonna be a wrestler, be a wrestler. You're gonna be in Hollywood, be in Hollywood. If you're gonna be in Hollywood as a wrestler, and you're gonna be a part-time wrestler, just come back as far as and be an announcer. Pretty much push the guys that's in it now. That's just me. That's just the way I roll with it. Because if you're gonna take a break, like I say, if you're gonna take a break from Hollywood, take a break and be there for months, man. I'm not talking about 1-2 months. I'm talking about be there for a good period of time. If you're gonna split your time, if that's what you're gonna do. Hey, give me a Deion Sanders, give me a Bo Jackson, give me something like that. Don't tease me and come back and wrestle for 2 months or so. I know he's supposed to be doing it, maybe a series of matches over the last year. But, man, I just don't know. I just, sometimes I like to move on. I like to move on from people. I'm not moving on from him or moving on from anybody, but I don't know. I'm just old school, man, in that light as far as wrestling. If you're going to be a wrestler, be a wrestler. And that's the reason I think Ric Flair, when it boils down to it, everybody looks at Hulk Hogan, who was up there in Hollywood. Look at you, and you can look at a lot of other different careers. And the way we were seeing it, you look at Rock, you look at Undertaker, and all the popularity everything that what these guys got. And I say, if Ric Flair be doing all the crazy shenanigans that he has done lately in his life, within the last, since he's been retired, I mean, he's basically out here in the news, getting drunk, doing all kind of crazy stuff. He would be even more popular. But people respect what he did in wrestling so much that you got the young people out here putting his name in their rap songs, man. I mean, out here making rap songs about him. You got football players and everything. People mimic. They definitely get out here. They mimic. His old. Mimic his old promos and all that. But he is respected because he was a wrestler, straight up. And he could have been in Hollywood too. He could have did that same thing. But he was a wrestler, and that's just me, man. I respect somebody that's just a wrestler. And if that's what you're going to be, that's what you're going to be. But if you take off, if you leave and go and be in Hollywood, hey, man, big respect to you. But when it boils down to it, it turned out to be, even though Hulk Hogan was immensely popular, way more popular than Flair, who is the one who's talked about the most now? Nature Boy Ric Flair. And that's because what he done in the ring. And man, that's just the way I feel about it. So, but yeah, John Cena, you know, I do want to see it. I want him to have a good send off or whatever. But when it's over, man, I'm gonna be joyous about it. I'm gonna be so happy when it's over, and hopefully he don't step back in the ring anytime soon after that. All right.
Well, you know, yes and no, because I'm curious to see if he gets number 17.
Man, wow.
I mean, if he does, he can pretty much so put a cherry on top of his career.
Well, that's true. That's true. But let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Would you respect that? I mean, 100%. I mean, respect that. I mean, just say, okay, hey. You know, because you got some people out there be like, okay, because he gets that number 17, he's the greatest. Would you put his career over Flair's?
Oh, absolutely not. I wouldn't put Lou Thesz's career, no jokes. I would not put Lou Thesz's career over Ric Flair's.
Right.
You know, each wrestler individual wrestler is their own person.
Oh, that's
each
true.
Wrestler has their own style.
Yeah.
You know, professional wrestling as a whole, yes, we've had some great wrestlers: Dusty Rhodes, Ric Flair, Ricky Dragon Steamboat. You know, several others.
Oh, heck yeah.
But you know, I guess actually, the fan in me wants to see if he can do it.
Yeah, I would like to see him do it. To tell you the truth, I would like to see Randy Orton do it. I mean, but yeah, if John Cena do it, I have no problem with it. Yeah, I love the guy as an actor. I like him as a wrestler. He has personality, man, and he's a great rapper. When it boils down to it, he's an underrated rapper. But hey, man, wow, it's gonna be interesting. Well, AJ Scales says, hey, Harry, WWE Bash pay-per-view is live, plus you have a mixed tag match. Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest versus Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan later on tonight. Yes, sir. Jordan Payne, what's up, Jordan? Jordan says, no heel turn. What? Hey, it looked like it was close, Jordan.
Hey, Jordan, wait. It's coming.
Yeah. Jordan Payne says 3.5 stars. John Smith says, not bad of a match. Assembly storytelling, clean ending. Yes, sir. All right, my man Jordan Payne says, let's see. Jordan says Kevin heel turn. No, wait a minute. Yeah. Wait a minute. Is that what he said? No, Bob Keller Velasquez. Wow, man. I'm reading on two different. I'm reading on my iPad and right here. Let's see. Jordan says versus Jay Uso. All right, John Smith. John Smith says leaves room for Cody versus KO later down the road if they need to, with KO holding back. That's true. It really does. You know, if Kevin, in my opinion, KO needs to turn heel to make this make sense. Oh, if you're going to put those guys in a feud. Or they could do it a little bit later. The feud, you know, these guys can have 2 or 3 more matches, you know, if they go old school. And, you know, hey, because me and Jim, we know about this old school, you know, as far as old school storytelling. If they go old school, they can do that in 2 or 3 matches, 3 matches down the road. And after a while, Kevin just says F it and just start, you know, becoming a rule breaker, just be a rule breaker. And decide he's going to take Cody out that way. And to tell you the truth, he can actually win the title that way. And then you can have you can have Cody Rhodes come back and take the title from him in a month or 2. And then he could be a 2-time world champion. You definitely could do that. And it'll work. It'll bring Cody up even higher in the fans' eyes, man. You know, the fans want him to lose. They want him to be a chaser or whatever. But they got to make this thing interesting. They really do.
Well, you know, we were talking about John Cena, and the thing I just thought about this. You know, they just started back to the world heavyweight title. But that lineage is kind of convoluted. It
is.
So, you know, I mean, would that be a asterisk beside that win, or how would that work?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think it would be. it would be just like, I mean, back in the day, who was that? Who went? I mean, Dusty. When Dusty beat Harley Race, how long did Dusty hold the title? I mean, his first title reign wasn't that long, and
No.
and a lot of people don't even really think of that. To tell you the truth, when they think about Dusty Rhodes, they just think about the wins as far as him beating Ric Flair for the world title. They don't think about he beat Harley Race. He only had it for a few months before Flair took it off of him.
Well,
So
Dusty, Dusty didn't really need the title to get over.
no, he did not. No, he did not.
And when you have a wrestler that does not need a belt to get over, then they are it.
Exactly. Dusty Rhodes at that time, I would say Dusty Rhodes was the most popular wrestler in the world at that time. When he beat Harley Race, what year was that? Was it 79? I think it's 78. No, 81. 81. Yeah, Dusty Rhodes was arguably outside of Andre the Giant, he was the most popular wrestler in the world. And he pretty much his home base was just basically Florida. He traveled around to the other territories and wrestled every now and then. But yeah, he was the most popular wrestler in the world in 81, outside of Andre the Giant. Everybody knew who the Giant was, but everybody knew who Dusty Rhodes was, man. I mean, he was a household name, even at that time. Ric Flair was still coming up. Yeah, he was huge as far as in the Carolinas, Tennessee, and other parts of the country. But man, they had to put him over. But Ric Flair was that was his peak. That was his prime, man. He was a killer. He was incredible. Him and Ricky Steamboat at that time, man. It was hard pressed to find any wrestlers that was on their level. Man, they were incredible. I have to say, go ahead.
Well, what's so funny is growing up, I would see Dusty every Saturday at 6:05 on TBS.
Oh yeah.
And little did I know that he was floating between Georgia, Florida, the Carolinas, and pretty much Texas. He was in Texas, but growing up as a kid, he was the main focal point and the main mainstay.
Oh yeah, anywhere he went. And I mean, Ric Flair owes his career to people like Dusty Rhodes, Andre the Giant, who took him to Japan all the time with him. Those guys, the Nature Boy Ric Flair had a lot of greats that was around him, man, that really built him up. Johnny Valentine, Blackjack Mulligan. I mean, Ernie the Cat Ladd. Those guys was around Ric Flair. Ken Patera. Those guys used to be out there early on in his career in 75, 76, 77, and pretty much putting him in front, showcasing him. That combined with the talent that he had, that's what made Ric Flair. Ric Flair, it was so many different parts that made the Nature Boy Ric Flair, man. It was incredible the way everything came together for him. But yeah, Flair owes his career to a lot of these guys, but these guys saw the potential. They saw what Ric Flair could be. And so, they had no problem doing it, man. But yeah, John Studd. I mean, Ric Flair, anybody that was anybody in wrestling was, as far as in the NWA, was always there with Ric Flair to prop him up, to even make him look even bigger than what he was. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. Great times. All right, we got Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair in here against Alba. Goodness sake, against Isla Dawn and Alba Fire.
Alba Fire.
Yeah, this should be a great match.
I'm
bad.
I'm kind of unfamiliar with the champions.
Oh gosh, they are good, man. They are good.
Of course, Bianca and Jade, I'm very familiar with.
Yeah, those two, they'll win the title back here. At least I'm thinking. But these two have given these girls a hard time, man, a hard way to go.
Oh, without a doubt. Rumor has it that they're talking about introducing some women's mid-card titles into the mix.
Oh, they need to. They definitely need to do that.
And I did happen to see a couple of the messages that are coming through about the titles. But the thing is, the women's titles are still very young, and it's they're revolutionizing them. They brought a women's North American championship into NXT.
Right. Oh yeah.
Any promoter of any it could be independent, it could be on the main stage. They want to make sure that the title means something.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Like I say, man, these girls are devastating. They really are. Isla Dawn and Kaylee Ray, Alba Dawn and Isa. What, man? Goodness, I'm getting their names mixed up. Isa Dawn, the one, the redhead, and Kaylee Ray. Well, Kaylee Ray is the redhead. Isa Dawn is the one with the red highlights in her hair. But these two girls, man, they are very tough customers. They was NXT Tag Team Champions. Now they are the WWE Women's Champions. They're incredible. They really are. And I'm good. I'm glad that they're on this level. Jordan Payne, I'm not sure about all that. Jordan says they need to bring the 24-27 titles back. Laugh out loud. Jordan, I hope they don't. I hope they don't.
That was the ugliest title I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it just wasn't that. I mean, it wasn't just that. I mean, it was good to being a new title and everything, but it's just something that I really don't care about. The Indies copied it too. They did their little versions of it. It's just something I never really cared about. It's like, wow.
Well, the most unique title I've ever seen was a title, I believe it was in Progress Pro Wrestling over in Europe.
Right.
They had a championship where the champion decided what type of match it was going to be.
Okay.
Whether it could be a cage match, a strap match, a dog collar match, whatever the case may be. The champion, It was the champion's prerogative to do that.
Right. All right, Jordan Payne says maybe a TV title and bring the Divas title back. I could roll with the TV title. I don't really care about the Divas title. Yeah. Divas title.
No butterfly titles.
Yeah. AJ Skills, Harry Triple H should have been the main guy. Should have broken Ric Flair's World Heavyweight Championship record. Wow, AJ.
Oh man.
That would have been very interesting.
Jordan also puts also the trios title.
Yeah, I see that, Jordan.
The thing about it about the trios title is you have to it's more prominent in Mexico, the trios championship.
Yeah, they got it. They got it over in AEW too. Ring of Honor has a version, and you have AEW. AEW has a version too. So I mean, it's the same company, but I don't know. It's just flat chaos to me, and it shouldn't be. The NWA did it right. Mid Atlantic, Jim Crockett Promotions did it right. If you ask me,
World Class did it good.
Yeah, World Class did it really good too. When you make it the focal point, when you do it every week, it does not look as good. When you do it every week, and look, it would look good if you didn't come right behind it. And like say you have a six-man, a trios match, and then right behind it you have a four-way match with the singles guys. And then later on in the night you have a triple threat on the same card. And that's what makes those trios titles. It just everything becomes chaotic. And plus, I think AEW with the way they train, all these guys are trying to get in their own shots. They're not working as a cohesive unit, so it doesn't look good. So,
also,
would it look better? Probably so. But I don't know. Go ahead, Jim.
Well,
sorry.
No problem. All I was going to say is with places like AEW, they're watered down with titles.
Oh yeah.
You've got the TNT title, you've got the international title, you've got the continental title, you've got the world title. my gosh. I mean, plus you got MJF claiming to be the American champion.
Yeah,
Well,
he just lost it. Lost it, but yeah.
There's not enough people to go around to throw titles out, in that capacity. Now I will throw this to you, and I want your honest opinion, Harry. If instead of having a tag title in like a promotion, you had a 6-man title that you would defend, and make that your prominent tag title, would you go that route, or would you still rather stick to like a just a tag team title?
I like the traditional tag team, traditional tag team titles. But if you're gonna eliminate, now you can do that. If you're not gonna have the tag titles, yes, I could roll with having a 6-man tag team. 6-man tag team titles. That does make the promotion different, 100%. But that would have to be the only titles. I mean, as far as tag team wrestling, I mean, you have to eliminate the tag team wrestling. You have to eliminate that to actually do it. In the tag team wrestling has to be a gimmick match if you're going to put 4 of those guys in there. But every single team together will have to be a trios type team. So yeah, I could roll with it if that's what the promotion is about. But you have to make sure that people are going to vibe with that. And I mean, to get the vibe right, you have to do it. That's what you have to do. You cannot be having that and then say, okay, we're going to introduce the tag team title too. It's not going to work. It's not going to look good.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, and I'm sure you've seen this before, Harry, too, on the independent circuit, where you would have the card would have every person would have a title on the card.
Oh yeah.
Or they would bring their own titles. I've seen wrestlers actually.
Yes.
They would
bring
have
titles from other promotions, and some guys titles they done bought or they got kept from other promotions that they actually not even a champion of. They'll bring those titles. Yeah. It's crazy, man. It really is.
Oh, without a doubt. It's a I'm going to sound like an old man, but then again, I am an old man. I remember back in the day when you had one prominent traveling world heavyweight champion.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You had regional championships, which I could see the market for those if your business is big enough.
Oh yeah.
Like for instance, if WWE, by the way, this match is starting to turn out really, really well.
Yeah, it's good. I got it at 2.5 stars right now. It's really good.
I mean, it's not as good as the first match, but
no.
But as I was saying, when it comes to championships, let's say WWE decided they're going to do a territory system,
right?
Okay, and you got basically two world championships right now,
right?
And you're gonna be and one's going to be going one way, one's going to be going the other way. You may have one in Japan, you may have one in the States. But the thing about it is from what I could see, only WWE could pull that off in this day and age right now.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Billy Corgan is trying to pull it off right now, trying to bring back the territories.
Yeah.
Wow.
Goodness sake. Wow. Kaylee Ray landing on the knee of Aladon, man. Wow. Wow. I hope she's okay, man. Wow. That didn't look good at all.
No, not at all.
But yeah, Billy Corgan cannot pull that off, man. He does not have the resources to do it. He really don't. He's been trying to do it. And I give him credit for that.
Well, instead, what he's doing is he's working with promotions.
Yeah.
To incorporate the NWA into their promotion.
Yeah.
He's using his resources, which you as a musician, he has a lot of clout in the music.
Oh yeah, yes he does.
So I honestly think I'd like to see the NWA grow big, but it may take 10 more years before it gets there. If they can slowly progress forward.
That's true. Between 2.7, 2.8 is if I get it to 2.8, it's 3 stars. 2.7, 2.5 stars. But anywhere between 2.5 stars, 3 stars for this match. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and go 3 stars, man. It was pretty good. I'll go ahead and 3 stars on this. What about you?
I'm going to go 3 stars because of the fact that I like Jade Cargill and I like Bianca Belair as a tag team.
Oh yeah, they the tag new women's tag world tag champs. I knew they was going to get this thing back, and hey, I knew it was going to happen sometime down the road. But big ups to Kaylee Ray and Iso Dawn. Was a great. That is a great tag team. Hope they continue.
Oh, without a doubt.
All right, Jordan Payne says on name title. Okay. And one thing, Jordan, I want you to listen to this, and I'm with Jim. Like what Jim was pretty much explaining. He pretty much was saying, and this has always been my take on it. Back when we was growing up, when Jim and I was growing up, titles was hard to come by. To get a title, even a regional title, a top regional title, man, you had to be a top-notch wrestler. You had to work hard for those titles. For the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship, you had to work hard. You had to be very good. For the Georgia Heavyweight Championship, you had to be very good to get that title. To be the Florida Heavyweight Champion, you had to be good. To be the Missouri Heavyweight Champion, you had to be great, man. You had to be. People that wore that was Harley Race, Ric Flair. Those guys.
Kerry Von Erich.
Yeah, Kerry Von Erich. The guys that got that title, that was definitely the step to the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. So, man, it just was very tough to win those titles back in the day. Now they make it so easy. Now, did the titles switch fast sometime back then? Yes, it did. But it was so believable. The teams that, the wrestlers that would defeat those wrestlers with the titles, or the tag teams that would come in and defeat those wrestlers, and that tag team might get it back, like the Anderson brothers. Ole and Gene Anderson, they lose to Paul Jones and Chief Wahome Daniel. Then you might see them get it back in 6 or 7 weeks. But it was so believable because the Anderson brothers was that good. They were so great. You will see people like Greg the Hammer Valentine and Ric Flair take out the Anderson brothers. 3 months later, the Andersons will take it back. But back then, people had no problem with that. People would look at that because, it was the competition was so heavy, so stringent. But now, man, it's like the fans want people to get the titles. They want companies to put the titles on these guys because, hey, they figure you deserve it because you don't work hard enough that you deserve it. It wasn't no back then. Back then, you won on talent. Yes, of course, fan adulation, the pop and everything, how the fans responded to you. Did that play into it a lot? Yes, it did. But for the most part, you had promoters and you had bookers that looked at guys' talent sometimes above what they got from the fans, and they will build up that guy's talent to the fans' expectations. As the fans looked at wrestling, and the fans like, oh wow, this guy's incredible. We either hate him if he's a bad guy, or we're gonna love him if he's a good guy. They will build up that good guy who had that talent. Somebody like a Mr. Wrestling, Tim Woods, who was very exciting for his technical, scientific skills in the business. You wrestling fans would sit there and watch him and just loved him to death because, man, he was so technically sound. But you had guys like that, man, that could really build and get into the wrestling fans' conscience that they became these huge stars. Go ahead, my brother.
Now, at one time was the old school territories convoluted with titles? Absolutely, because I've seen on an old Georgia Championship Wrestling show on YouTube. You can look them up on YouTube. They're all there. That they had the Georgia Tag Team Champions on one show, the National Champions on one show, and the World Tag Team Champions on one show.
Oh yeah.
Now I can understand that shutting down the Georgia regional titles. I get that. I understand you grow big. There's really no need for that. But in all essence, in this day and age, you need maybe one or two mid cards and one or two high titles and maybe one tag title.
Right.
You don't need an international tag title. You don't need a national. You don't need a United States title anymore. Those days are long gone.
Oh yeah. And look, my thing is this. I can see now if you have great booking, you have great booking. I mean, wow. I'm talking about the George Scott days. I'm not talking about George Scott in WWE either. I'm talking about George Scott all the way back to Jim Crockett Sr. I'm talking about George Scott that continued on to, with Junior up into the, mid 70s, up into the early 80s, before he went to WWE. I'm talking about, man, goodness sake. I'm talking about going back to the Paul Bosch days and people like that, guys that was great, over the Houston territory. I'm talking about down in Kansas City with, what is his name? Not Paul Jones, but what is his name?
Okay, Sam Muchnick.
Sam Muchnick. I'm talking about
guys like Joe Blanchard. He was one too.
Yeah, he was. I'm talking about great bookers like that. Guys that knew, he was, promoters too. Guys that knew how to regulate that, who could have many titles and can make each one of them important. Because the bottom line is they don't seem to be able to make more than two titles at a time very important in this business no more. They have no clue. Okay, we have a world champion. We got to focus on that, and we got a faction that's very hot. Okay, we got the Bloodline. They're very hot. We got the Judgment Day. They're very hot. And, okay, what are we going to do with our women's heavyweight champion? No, we're really not going to do anything except for have Rhea Ripley front the Judgment Day for a whole year. Don't really defend her title against hardly anybody. She defended maybe 2 times that year, as far as in big shows. She really didn't defend her title. She was the front for the Judgment Day. Then you have the next women's heavyweight champion. They don't really have anything for, and they put her in front of the Judgment Day, put her in there in a relationship with Dominic Mysterio. See, when you have stuff like that and you diminish the title, it doesn't mean anything. Why have it? So that's one of the reasons I'm like, okay, you got a bunch of titles, and they do have enough wrestlers. There's like 240 wrestlers in the WWE. They got a lot of wrestlers.
Well,
go ahead.
Well, my thing is, Rhea Ripley was getting popular. Damian Priest was getting popular.
Very popular, yes.
They had no choice but to turn them face or good guys because of the fact their popularity was growing.
Oh, yeah.
So it made sense in a storyline fashion to take the title off of Rhea because she was legitimately injured.
Oh, yeah. Yes, she was.
And, make it a comeback story of sorts.
Yeah. Yeah.
In regards to the championships, do I think WWE is a little convoluted with their championships? Maybe slightly.
Right. Right.
Maybe. Do I think they need two women's championships. No, they got 3 divisions. What they ought to do is have that women's champion defend in all 3 divisions.
Oh yeah.
You know, that would make that title more prominent.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like we are going into the strap match with CM Punk and Drew McIntyre.
Hold on for just a second, Jim. I'll be right back.
No problem. No problem. And Drew has just come out to the ring, and he's making his self known right now. Anybody want to know how this match ends? I'm hoping CM Punk actually beats Drew on this one. Drew is walking around the ring brooding right now, and he's just looking around, looking all stoic. Punk hasn't made it out to the ring yet. And CM Punk's music just hit. AJ puts, "Hey Harry, do you think this will be tonight that Randy Orton becomes the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion? Plus, do you think Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest will win?" Well, Harry's not here, AJ, but what I will say is this: that I don't know if Randy will win the title because Gunther is a hero here. This is practically his own hometown. Now we'll get back to your comments here in just a few minutes when Harry comes back. Right now, CM Punk has just walked into the ring. And Drew just attacked CM Punk outside of the ring.
I'm not shocked on that. All right, well, there's no attack on my side yet.
Well, I will put it this way: if the first match was a very much so, I wouldn't say technical, but a good solid wrestling match, this will just be, as good old JR say, a slobber knocker.
Oh yeah. Well, wow, Drew, man, he's going at CM Punk right now. All right, let me go back to that, what AJ was asking. Let's see if I can find that. Whoa. Yeah, AJ Scale said, "Hey, Harry, do you think this will be tonight that Randy Orton become the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion? Plus, do you think Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest will win?" I'm not sure. Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest, yeah, I most definitely think they'll win. But as far as the match that you're asking about, as far as Gunther, I don't think Gunther loses tonight. I just don't. He's had that title for a short time, and look, Randy Orton, he has the skill to beat him. He actually probably better, one of the best wrestlers of all time. I can't even actually say he's better than Gunther. Gunther is incredible, man. Gunther he reminds me of Johnny Valentine, not Greg Valentine. He reminds me of Johnny Valentine. And if you guys, and I know a lot of you guys are young, and even Jim, Jim, that might have been a little bit before his time, But
Actually, I remember Johnny and Greg, very
Go
much
back.
so.
Yeah, go back and check out Johnny Valentine against Chief Wahoo McDaniel. Check out Johnny Valentine against anybody. Man, you're talking about an incredible wrestler, physical specimen, a big guy. Just one of the hardest hitting wrestlers of all time is Johnny Valentine. And Gunther reminds me of him 100%. And I think this is a bad matchup right here for CM Punk. Very bad.
Funny thing about Johnny Valentine is Johnny Valentine would sit there and literally take about 3 minutes going up the stairs to the ring, and they would boo him every step, and he would just stop, go back down, look around with a scowl on his face, to build his character up.
Mm-hmm. He was one of these guys. He was just like Ole Anderson. Him and Ole Anderson. He was one of those guys. Ole Anderson, Thunderbolt Patterson, Johnny Valentine. Johnny Valentine, without even really speaking, those guys could talk. They could pretty much talk the fans into the building.
Oh, without a doubt. Ole is another one that didn't need a title.
Yes, that's true.
And a little backstory about Ole Anderson is he never wanted to be in WWE Hall of Fame. That was not his. He did not get along with
Vince.
He did not get along with Linda. He thought that he was owed money, and he was never. That money was just taken away from him. So, yeah.
All right, my man Magnum says, the first changing of the belts this evening. Congratulations to Jade and Bianca. 2.5 to 3-star match. Yes, sir. All right, Black Rain 7920 says, when they going to let the Wise be a part of a pay-per-view, all this hype. That's not happening, Black Rain 7920. That's not happening. I mean, man, I knew it was all hype. I just didn't. I know people love Bray Wyatt. I do too. I love Bo Dallas too. Love the dad. Love his dad. Love their uncle. Man, you can't put, you can't
love the granddad too. Blackjack.
Yeah, the granddad too. You can't put a barometer on, what I think about, the Wyndham Rotundos. You can't put a barometer on that, man. Love those guys. But I did not like the idea of the Wyatt Six coming in. I really didn't. I hate to say it, but I didn't like it. So I'm not shocked that it's really haven't gotten over the way they thought it would. And one reason is because they really didn't have a plan for it. They really didn't. They just threw it out there. It's like having I said it plenty of times on here, and you guys have seen it. Put a dartboard up there and just throw darts at it and hope and you hoping to hit a bullseye. That's what they've done with it. All right, Black Rain 7920 says Finn and the big head guy, they don't defend their titles either. That's true.
Oh, you're talking about what's his name? JD
McDonough. Yeah, they don't.
JD
defend
McDonough.
They really don't defend their titles. Yeah,
I would categorize JD McDonough as a living, breathing Funko Pop.
Yeah.
With the big head.
Yeah. I don't really care about him, man. Chris respects him a lot. He is talented, but to me he's not on the level. He's not on the level of a Finn Balor. He's not on the level of a Damian Priest. He's just not there. But he's okay. All right, Max says CM Punk will probably get injured and see him again for another 3 months. That's what I'm thinking. That's the reason I say this is a bad matchup for him. Why in the world would you put him up against a guy 6'7", 290 pounds, man? Why would you want this match and be strapped to a guy that big? I wouldn't do that.
In all actuality, Drew McIntyre is a huge, huge man.
Yes, he is. Yes. And when I seen him live, man, I was just like, wow.
I'm 6'1", and I'm sure that man towers over me.
Yeah. Me and Chris, when we saw him in Greenville, him and Sheamus got out first, and Sheamus is a big dude. Sheamus like 6'3", 260, 270, 265, something like 265, maybe 270. And I mean, these guys are just giants, man. I mean, they're giants.
Without question.
I'm just like, I just shake my head. I'm like, CM Punk, come on, man.
I could see CM Punk coming back to WWE as a co-host.
Yeah.
Or doing announcing, or heck, even being a general manager.
Right.
But for the love of sweet Jesus, I can't see why he's wrestling. He's injury prone.
Yeah, he is. He's injury prone, and he never has gotten back to what he was before. What he was, 8 years ago, 9 years ago. He hasn't gotten back to that, and I don't see it happening. I really don't. And he's got himself in decent shape, but man, it's like he's got a Tiger Woods type body, man. And and when I'm talking about Tiger Woods is an incredible golfer, but Tiger Woods' body has failed him, man. Has failed him in the last 10 years, and he just haven't got it back. And that's the only thing holding Tiger Woods down is his body, man. It just breaks down on him, and you need your body for golfing, man. You just do.
Speaking of old wrestlers, and Punk is right there at it. Did you hear about Dory Funk Jr., 82 years old, being in a Japanese death match?
Yeah, I heard about that, man.
And Sushi Onita, of all things. What is this promotion? What is wrestling coming to when you put an 82-year-old man in a ring?
That just really pisses me off. And I love Dory Funk Jr. In my opinion, probably the most technically sound scientific wrestler of all time is Dory Funk Jr. You just don't get no better than that. And man, why in the world would he go out like that? I do not want that to be the lasting image of Dory Funk Jr. And look, I don't care if Terry garnered more fame in his later years than Dory, which he did. I mean, yeah. And Dory might, Dory some kind of way might feel some kind of way about that. I don't know. The door's open. Hold on for a second. I swear I had opened the door. Hold on for a second. Just a minute.
And now McIntyre and Punk put his Punk having
yeah. Wow. The strap match is starting to get good.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, this Bash at Berlin. It's a pay-per-view. But yeah, Dory Funk, I don't understand it. Man, 82 years. Oh, I can see if he was doing a regular match. Even a regular match, I wouldn't like that. But doing a death match, why? That's not your game. That's not what you do. That's what your brother did. Why in the world would he do it?
That's what I don't understand about it. Now, if it was an exhibition match between him and say Ric Flair,
yeah,
if it was just a hold for hold match,
yeah,
just to have two legends in the ring, I could see something like that. But
right,
but a Japanese death match, number one, I think Japanese death matches are garbage.
Yeah,
that's just me because I think it's borderline assault.
Oh yeah.
Now something like a cage match or a strap match, that's a whole different story.
Yeah. And I mean, Dory in that part of town in Japan, in that part, I mean, I'm sure he's an absolute legend, but come on, man. Don't do that. Just don't do that. But yeah, should Terry be more famous than Dory? No, I don't think he should have been. But Terry hit off in the decade of wrestling. The parts of the years of wrestling he was in was actually more popular. Now I ain't gonna say it was more popular. It just was more widespread. It just, it was cable. It was the time of cable and everything. Because when Dory Funk had the title, there was no, he had the 4.5 years he had the world title. There was no cable, even though Dory was traveling champion. Man, but Dory's just incredible. He's just incredible wrestler, man. I just hate that people really don't know him like that. You know, as far as the younger generations don't know him like that. But that guy was tremendous, man. Tremendous.
Dory was a heck of a champion.
Oh yeah.
I believe, wasn't it Jack Briscoe that beat him?
Yeah, Jack Briscoe beat him. Yes. Mm-hmm.
He literally wanted to have that belt taken off of him.
Yeah, he did.
Because he held that belt for so long and he was wrestling every day.
Yeah, 4.5 years, man. And Jack Briscoe wanted to took up. Jack had it for 2 years. He got tired of it. Jack Briscoe didn't want to be champion no more because Jack Briscoe probably would have went for another 2 or 3 years with the title. He was an incredible champion. Incredible.
Well, also in most cases, the world champion held the title for at least a year and a half before they took it off of him.
Oh yeah, and Jack Briscoe too. And that one thing about him, he was legit. You know, legit tough guy. You know, nobody could beat him, man. Nobody could beat him in a real fight. That was one thing about him. And now I don't know about Harley Race because Harley Race was just literally tough. But Jack Briscoe, you know, he said nobody would mess with this guy in and out of the ring, man. He was just he was a collegiate champion from Oklahoma. Yeah, he was incredible. They say he was an incredible football player too when he played football back in high school and all that. So I mean, yeah, him and both of them. Jerry was a tough guy too. So
without a doubt.
Yeah, I just, man, I don't know, but I know Harley Race was the muscle man. You know, he was a muscle man for the underground. You know that. that guy was literally tough. I think most of the wrestlers that went into wrestling back in the day was actually tough guys, Jim, when it boiled down to it. Guys that actually fight. A lot of those guys thought, hey, they was actually fighting. And that's one thing I used to love about wrestling. It seemed like they was actually fighting. I mean, you know, a lot of the fights that you saw out in the streets remind me of wrestling matches, you know? Just and that's the feel that you got in wrestling. It just was legit that these guys could actually do it and do it in the confines of an arena or a ring where it was actually legal and nobody came to break it up, you know, unless it just actually got out of hand.
Well, another thing that, you know, amazes me is something that WWE does not do that they should do a little bit more often is, you remember Dusty Rhodes getting his arm broke by the Four Horsemen out in the parking lot. Oh, yeah. Things of that nature that would bring people to the show.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, let me get into these comments here. We're getting behind.
Y'all have to forgive us because we'll get on talking on old school
stuff, and get a little lost here. All right, my man Mag Magnum says CM Punk will probably get injured and we won't see him for another 3 months. There's no doubt, Mag. Mag says, Jim, you are way ahead of us. Yeah. Black Reed 7920, CM Punk got the Chicago flag colors on. Mag says Punk is winded already, hasn't even started on offense yet. Punk or Drew, John Smith says. And then Magnum says, John Smith, realistically, I'll take Drew. Yeah, I'm Drew realistically too. Magnum says realistically, yes. John Smith, I want Drew to win, but I'm sure they'll have Punk get the win. Probably so. Magnum says, I agree, John. Okay, I think, we got all of them now. Now, if I missed anything, y'all let me know. Straight up. I have Boston Crab. I mean, Drew is tapping out. Okay. Yeah, I was going to trip, man, if he actually was tapping out. This ain't no flipping way. Oh, is this a no disqualification? Oh yeah, it's a strap match. Yeah.
Well, you remember who was the king of the strap matches back in the day?
Oh yeah. It depends on what kind of strap matches you talking about. Are you talking about the one Dusty Rhodes was the king of, or you talking about the Indian strap match with Chief Wild McDaniel?
Well, now Dusty was king of the bull
No,
rope.
the bull rope match. He was bull rope. Yeah, it was Chief Wild McDaniel, man. From what Chief Wild McDaniel. Wow, you didn't want to get into. You did not want to be in a Indian strap match with him. Or they used to call it Indian strap match. Of course, they're not going to call it that now because it's not politically correct. And you didn't want to be in a bull rope match with Dusty. you just did. I'm just like,
and when Cody brought out that bull rope, I think that was an actual bull rope, one of Dusty's old bull ropes.
Yeah. I wouldn't wrestle one of the Rhodes in a bull rope match.
No.
Dustin real good at those too. Dustin's real good at those. But that dad, like you say, that dad was the king of that. He ruled those things, man. You go against Dusty in those Dusty in those doggone bull rope matches. You're gonna get busted up. You go up against Chief Wild McDaniel in those strap matches, man. You gonna get cut up. You're gonna get beat up. I mean, why in the world go into one of those matches with a guy who actually could beat you down and scar you up and bloody you up without being in a strap match, and then go and then you give him a strap, man. That's one thing I didn't understand. They used to scare the crap out of me, Jim Younger. They used to scare the crap out of me. I'm like, why in the world would you do that? And then, that was even more scary than Dusty Rhodes with, that Indian strap match with Chief McDaniel on the other end of that. I'm like, why in the world do you guys do that?
Well, also you also got to consider now. Back then, a lot of the old school wrestlers, the scars on their head weren't from razor blades. Kayfabe is dead. They was done by hard way. You look at somebody like Abdullah the Butcher.
Yeah.
And you look at his head, it's, it looks like a road map.
Oh, yeah.
This match has actually been rather entertaining. I'm not 100% sold on it, but
it's okay. That's all I can really say. It's been pretty good. It's been decent. Nothing special. And to be honest, I don't think we're gonna see anything special from CM Punk. I really don't. During his last run here in the WWE, I don't think we're gonna see anything special from CM Punk.
I think in all honesty, he's phoning this in.
Yeah. Oh, man, wow.
Yeah, I don't think Punk will be nearly as popular as he once was.
No, heck no. No way. Can you imagine this guy gets against Braun Breaker right now?
Oh, Braun would destroy him.
Yes.
I've actually had somebody say that Braun Breaker would probably be the new Brock Lesnar, and I would venture to say, do one better, he would probably be the new Scott Steiner.
Oh yeah. Well, he's gonna be he's better than Scott. Not better than the Scott before the Big Papa Punk. That the Scott Steiner that with the black hair, Scott Steiner, pre Big Papa Punk. I'm not gonna say he's on that level yet, but he's getting there. That one that had all the mobility, the one who came up with the Frankensteiner and all those different suplexes with his brother, that was an incredible Scott. We learned from his brother, and both of those guys actually, progressed together. Just incredible. Of course, he's not going to be that Scott Steiner, but he's better than the Big Papa Punk version. He's better than him.
Here's my question. Did Scott invent the Frankensteiner, or was it a Hurricane Rana in Mexico beforehand? That's an interesting question because they use the Hurricane Rana a lot.
Yeah, they do. But what I can't even. I really wasn't watching. I really wasn't watching the Lucha. I watched Lucha Libres, but I did not watch it like that. I never saw it before over there before Scott Steiner hit it. Now they may have been doing it, but I never had saw it. Not on a wide scale.
Yeah, Triple Mania that they have once a year is actually if you can get past the language barrier, it's actually really good.
Okay.
They have several different types of matches, cage matches, mask versus hair match. Of course they have tag 6-man and their heavyweight champion.
Now look, I had this match at 2.3, which is a 2.5 stars. I'm going 2.5. What about you?
I might disappoint a couple people, but I'm going to go 2 stars on this one.
Yeah. I barely got it to 2.3, which was at 2.2, been 2 stars, but I can roll 2.5 stars, barely 2.5 stars. I'm giving it a 2. And look, I thought he had to drag that. He dragged him around to like 2 or 3 different, sections of the, to the ring post. But he didn't drag him to all 4. He did. And look, I didn't feel he could do it. If he would have did that, he probably would have injured himself. But CM Punk did not excite me in this match, man.
Well, also, I'd be willing to think that Drew had to play it safe with CM Punk.
Yeah, they did. So they probably told me, don't even attempt to do that. Because look, they got a lot of money invested in this guy. But wow, if they're dreaming, if they're thinking that he can be something special as far as wrestling, that he could get back to his old self and he's going to be something special, then they basically fooling themselves. It's going to be a push. You're going to push this guy. You're going to push him you're going to try to push him to something that he actually isn't. I mean, think about this guy. Think if you put him in a match against Cody Rhodes. If he beats Cody Rhodes for the title, how's that going to look?
But he draws. He's a cash cow.
Well, he draws, man. But wow, man. I'm just looking at it realistically, and just like, wow, man. I just don't know. All right, my man Max is. Where we at here? All right, Max says Drew and Punk's match started out pretty good. Looks like it ran out of gas toward the end, 2.5 stars. I agree with you. Max says, I hear you, Jim. I originally had it at 2 and 2.5 stars. Yeah. I like to say I barely had it at 2.5, guys. I barely had it at 2.3, and that was right at the end. I put it at 2.3 with the pen.
And that's a stretch.
Yeah, it's a stretch, man. I had to stretch that out to give it 2.5 stars. It just
Now, I guess for me, it's the fact that you have somebody like Punk who looks like a normal, average, John Smith walking around.
Yeah.
Against a mountain of a man like Drew McIntyre.
A Goliath.
and you can definitely tell there's an outmatching there.
Mm-hmm.
I would prefer, the way I would have loved to have seen a match. If you're going to have a special match like that or a gimmick match like that, I would have loved to have seen somebody like a Braun Breaker versus a Braun Strowman.
Oh yeah,
in a strap match. That would have been something good.
Oh yeah, big time.
Oh, by the way, shout out to Forever Pro Wrestling. you know, and Rocky Shaw and their group over there at the Forever Pro is coming to places like Calhoun, Georgia, and also coming to Chattanooga, Tennessee, and in the Tennessee area also.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're starting to make some waves.
Yeah, big ups to Forever Pro Wrestling and my man Rocky Shaw. Whatever Rocky Shaw does as far as in this wrestling business, man, we definitely support that 100%.
Rocky's always been a good friend to both me and Harry.
Oh yeah,
we've talked to him on numerous occasions. So you know, we'll
highest grossing arena show in WWE history. Wow. Oh, highest grossing. Okay. Wow. They must charging these people out the yayo.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're charging them out the yayo.
Yeah, they are.
But believe it or not, AEW is charging more for their tickets than WWE is.
Who is?
AEW.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they were charging I think it's $110 per ticket for Wembley Stadium.
Oh wow. All right, Mag says this match was the equivalent of X-Pac versus The Undertaker. Shaking my head. Yes, sir. I agree.
100% on that one, Mag.
I agree, man. Wow, man. I'm with you guys on that 2 stars, man. Like I said, I gave it 2.5 on a curve, man. On the curve, it barely escaped. I had it at that 2.2, and it barely escaped that to get to 2.3.
I wasn't impressed.
Yeah.
In all honesty, I was not impressed with that match for several different variables.
The longer CM Punk wrestles, the more I'm not going to say he's going to hurt his legacy. So, if he does what he's doing, get involved in storylines and maybe wrestle every few months, maybe show up and wrestle every 2 to 3 months, maybe wrestle maybe 6 times a year, I think he'll be okay. But if this guy tries to go in weekly and do a weekly Monday Night Raw type deal, it's not a weekly Friday night SmackDown when whatever brand he ends on.
He ain't gonna last.
Yeah, he won't last. It wouldn't be good at all. He'll hurt his legacy real bad then, because people are gonna look at him and say, "Hey, this ain't hitting, guys. This not working." You know.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Exactly, Mag. Highest grossing due to inflation. Yes, sir. Yeah, and this inflation is crazy, guys. This inflation is nuts. It's even worse in these other countries, and I'm just like, man, yeah, the inflation is not good. That's all I'm gonna say on it. I'm gonna leave it at that. The inflation is not good, guys. Some people want us to stay there, but hopefully we don't. I don't want it. I do not want it. So it's just crazy. I was cool with the old growth, the 2.4% every year, something like that. I was cool with that. Don't give me 9%, 11%, up to 12%. I think this thing got up to within the last 4 years. It got up to like 12.8% at one time. Worse inflation than me, you, Jim, and Mag. We lived through the Carter years when we had.
Oh God,
that was crazy. And I know we was young. And I'm pretty sure. Let's see, Jim, you're a couple years, few years younger than me, or whatever. Jim, you probably about 9 to 10, and I'm sure you could remember going to the store and you could see where the candy bars jumped from 25 cents up to like 69 cents back then, and stuff like that. It was crazy. I remember going to a 4-pack of donuts. Them things was like, I think, what was it, like 19 cents, 25 cents, jumped up like 43 cents, 45 cents. I used to go buy them all the time. They was my favorite. The little chocolate ones, the little Sunbeam and the Maritas or whatever. Go and buy those little 6-pack, man. Them junkers jumped up from like 19 cents to like 45 cents. The Carter years. I was like, in 1 year, I was like, what in the world's going on?
Well, I distinctly remember walking up to the corner store, you know, in my old hometown, and buying a comic book for 10 cents.
Yeah.
And then one day it just jumped from 10 cents to 25 to 50 on up. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I remember that. I used to have plenty. I used to have a bunch. Yeah, I used to have trunks full of them, man. I gave them away, got rid of them. I didn't care for comic books, never was. But my aunts and all them gave me all kinds of them, man. I used to get them all the time. And I remember there's a couple times I went and bought a few because, you know, I was like, okay, this is the edition that I've been missing. This is what I need. I go and I remember it was 10 cents. And and during the Carter years, they was jumping all over the place, man. The prices was just going. I like, what in the world's going on? And then it got blamed to the next. It actually got blamed. It rolled over into the Reagan, and then they start calling it Reaganomics. But he pretty much caught the prior administration. He caught Carter's years, and it rolled into his administration. But that's all we're gonna talk about on politics, guys. So we're done with that. But yeah, during Reagan's years, it pretty much. And I have to say this about Reagan. Reagan did put a lot of money into the military, which put us, didn't help at all. But the military had to be rebuilt, so I could understand that. I remember that the military was very weak, and he had to rebuild that thing. And that's when we was in the midst of the Cold War, and yeah, we needed a strong military. Gosh, that was scary. All right, man. Lil coming out here with her man. Wow.
Okay, I'll be the first one to say of that couple. There's one good-looking person in that ring.
Oh, there's no doubt. There is no doubt about that.
And it ain't Dominic. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry too. Yeah, Dominic. I'm sorry, dude. Hey, look, I have no problem with saying a guy is nice looking today or whatever. Attractive, and I can see why women like him. But this dude here, man, come on now. With this girl, oh my gosh, man. I don't know. Man. I just don't know. Hey, Dom didn't do himself a favor with this mustache here.
It's kind of like the movie She's Out of Your League.
Yeah, big time. Big time. Wow. All right, let's see what we got here.
Those are the consequences for your ill treatment of others. No wonder both you failed. Somebody's about to get their butts kicked.
Just 1 minute here. All right, Santi Frusos 12 says best viewers on IUXToNet.com 9 KOM. No.
I don't even know what that is.
But yeah, everybody ignore that. We don't know what that is. So definitely ignore that. If I see anything like that again, hey, we're taking that off because we don't know what that is. And so, wow.
Yeah, my question is this going to be a clean match, or are we going to have guests?
Exactly. Mm. I'll tell you what, I guarantee you, all I can really say is this, because usually we get big numbers on these shows here. I mean, we probably got about 300 people watching through all platforms right now, and which is good. But usually during the PLEs as far as WWE, we always have a couple anywhere from 2,000 up to like 4,000 watching on Facebook. So football season is definitely in effect, guys. Just put it that way. Football season is live and in effect, man. Straight up.
Yeah, I've never been a 100% football fan.
Yeah. And look, that was growing up. To tell you the truth, man, most wrestling fans wasn't. The majority of wrestling fans, the ones that were football fans, they was wrestling first. No ends and buts about it. I had so many friends that was in school. I mean, that was big time football fans, but they would not turn off wrestling to watch football. If there was a big match, there was a Steamboat versus Flair match. There was a Buzz Sawyer versus Tommy Rich match. There was a Road Warriors versus the Koloffs match. There was Sergeant Slaughter, Don Cronoto versus Ricky Steamboat and Jay Youngblood. They was gonna watch that. They was gonna watch wrestling and see what was gonna happen on wrestling before they watched football. That's how it was back in the day. It really was. So
I know for me, when all my friends, when the weekend came, they wanted to go party and drink and do things that they shouldn't be doing. I was more concerned about what Dusty and the Four Horsemen was going on.
Exactly. All right, my man AJ Scale says, "Hey Harry, big tag team match: Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest versus Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan tonight." Yes, it's going down right now. Green Randall's in the house. What's up, Green? My Damian Priest
Green?
right now is going off on Dominic. And hey, they're gonna have to have a run in. Liv and Dominic, they're not gonna survive this match, man. There's no way.
Oh, heck no. Even though Dominic is a second-generation wrestler, he is not the caliber of Damian Priest.
No, heck no, he's not the caliber of Damian Priest. I mean, he is nowhere near that. And Damian Priest has turned into a top-tier superstar. All right. Green Randall says, "How dare Michael Cole try to talk to Dominic? He's trying to get ready for the match." This is a premature ritual that he needs absolute silence for. Cole is trying to cost Dom the match. You are tripping, Green Randall. Green Randall Team Judgment Day. Hashtag Team Judgment Day. Hashtag.
I'm just wondering, is Dominic just trying to channel his inner Eddie Guerrero or what?
Yeah, well, he's trying to put it out there that Eddie's actually his father. He's actually putting it out there, trying to, use that angle. He's rolling with that angle, which we know Eddie's not his dad. But hey, man, anything to get even more publicity, And I mean, I can understand that, but yeah, that's Ray's son 100%. Oh man.
Something interesting. Dominic actually said that when he was younger and when Eddie and Ray had the match for custody of Dom, they literally wanted to hang him up, where they would have to go up the ladder to retrieve him.
Oh, wow.
But they ran into the child endangerment problem.
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah.
That's what Vince wanted to do back in the day.
Man. Yeah, because, that wouldn't have been good.
Oh, no.
Vince definitely didn't need that, man.
Has anybody seen the documentary they did on Damian Priest? It was absolutely fascinating.
Okay. I haven't seen that. And who did that? Was it on WWE Network or what?
It's on Peacock.
Okay, I'm about to check that out. On Damian Priest, shoot, yeah, I'll be interested in that. And Priest is just a big dude, man. He really is. And the fan favorite thing fits him. I love him, when him and what was the dude, the surfer dude? What is his name? They used to be Randy Orton for a while. The friendship that he had with, he had with him, Damian and him. Those guys cracked me up backstage. I can't think of the guy's name. What is his name? And Matt Riddle. Him and Matt Riddle used to crack me up.
Well, Matt now is wrestling in Major League Wrestling.
Okay, so MLW. Okay.
Yeah,
wow.
He's in MLW right now. I've seen Damian wrestle when he was on the Independents, when he was at Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
I've seen him in Atlanta, and the man is like we said about Drew McIntyre. He is a huge guy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, after this, I'm gonna go get some allergy medicine. I forgot to get that. Something. Wow. I hope there's no run in. I want this thing to be over with after this. That's just being honest.
Of course, I would like to see Rhea get another shot at the.
I want Rhea to actually get another shot, win the title. I definitely would like to see that. But Dom in there to have any kind of matchup against Damian is not feasible, man. It really isn't. Doesn't make any sense. But I could see Damian versus Dom in one-on-one matches, a couple of those to end it. Pretty much put Dom out of his misery. Boom, nice. All right, Green Ramble says, I believe that Dom is a third-generation superstar since Rey was a second, unless I am mistaken. Rey Mysterio wasn't a second-generation superstar as far as I know. I don't think so.
His uncle was Rey Mysterio Sr. in Mexico.
Okay, so he's third generation. Okay, so Green Ramble's right. Green Ramble says, Dom is a true gentleman checking on Liv. You a trip, man. All right, Mag says, hey, Jimmy. Hey, Jim, I didn't see the Damian Priest documentary. It was very informative. I did see it. He said very informative and interesting. Okay, I'm about to see that, and then I'll come on here and talk about it. Appreciate you guys saying something about that because I didn't know about it. All right, AJ Scales, hey, Harry, I have a feeling the Judgment Day team member Finn Balor and Carlito may interfere in this mixed tag team match. Probably so, AJ. Nice, real nice. Hilarious. That was cool. All right, John Smith says Dom's attire. Nice drop kick. Dom's attire reminds me of Evil Uno. Maybe shout out to him. Wow. All right, Jason Durr says, hey, guys, what's going on, Jason? Yeah, Jason says third. Yeah, appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that, Jason.
You gonna probably remember this, HBT. You know what WWE is starting to remind me of?
What's that?
I'm getting vibes of Bill Watts' Universal Wrestling Federation.
Yes.
I'm getting those vibes very strongly.
I agree. I agree with that. Very, very strong, man. When you look at SmackDown and you're looking at this show right here, yeah, big time similarities. Close.
And the only reason I'm saying that is because I have the whole UWF library.
Wow, man. Wow. That UWF was something. It was something.
Oh, I actually saw them. They were at the Omni in Atlanta. I went with my uncle to see them, and actually, it was really, really good. At the time, Terry Gordy was the champion.
Okay. Yeah, Crockett should let that. Yeah, he should have let that thing run on his own, man, when it boiled down to it. Even though he bought it. Of course, go ahead and combine the two, but he shouldn't have killed it off the way he did. He killed it, he took He took the best guys they had, most of the best guys, and incorporated that into the NWA, WCW. But man, I used to love the way the UWF went, and I love the titles.
Oh, without a question.
All right, hold on for just a second here. I'll be right back.
Okay. Hey guys, while I'm thinking about it, do you guys do you like the old independent promotions? Let me know. I'm working on something, and I'd like to have your input.
Well, nice, man, nice.
Did you get your allergy medicine?
No, I haven't got that yet. I just had to blow my nose and everything. I ain't want to do it on camera, but I'll get that as soon as this match over. I just want to have the whole impact of the match, how it played out before I scored in. Although I don't think this is not going to be a huge score on this match, it's better than the last match. It's more entertaining. It's better than the last match.
Oh, without question. This match is actually really, really good.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Woo! God.
Mm.
All right, this is outrageous. You can't attack the opposite gender in a mixed tag match, Joe Green Ramble says. Don't suppose to. We knew this was going to happen. Got Carlito and JD Madonna out here. Oh, goodness sake. Wow. Damian, pay attention. Pay attention. Finish the match. Oh gosh!
Now this match has got dialed up to about a 7. not on stars, but I mean dialed up about a 7. The way the match is going.
Yeah. God. Oh dang! Damian kicked out. Wow, great. We got Finn Balor out here, man. Wow. So hey. I know something's going to go down here. It's going to be hard for Damian Priest and Liv to survive this with Finn Balor out here. If anybody can slow Damian down, it's Finn Balor.
Oh, without question.
What in the world is Liv going to do? Goodness. Boom! God, what a nice back break. Come on, Rhea. Bam! Wow. Watch out. Woo! Man, this is a 2-man show. This is like scripted in a doggone movie.
Oh, yeah.
God, wow.
Hey, have you heard while we're watching this, have you seen that show called Heels? The wrestling show?
Yeah, I saw it. I didn't get to see the whole thing, man. I just had got into it right before they canceled it. I just had to start getting into it. I did not get to see the whole thing. I think I'm about to rent it on. I'm about to buy it.
Actually, it's going to be on Netflix.
Oh, it is? Okay, cool.
Netflix had bought it, and it will be on there probably next year. They're going to be starting in the 3rd season.
Oh, okay. Wow. I did not know that. Cool.
Yeah, you know.
Okay. All right. Okay. Wow. I can go 3 stars on this. Man, 3 stars. Wow. Rhea and Damian takes it. And took out the whole Judgment Day. As they did it. Wow, incredible, man. What you think about this match, Jim?
I'm going to give this 3 stars.
Yeah. Thanks on the Heels. Let me know about the Heels thing, man. I'm glad they're restarting it. I get to go back and watch all the old episodes. I thought I was going to have to buy the thing. When it's supposed to start, you know?
Sometime next year is from what I understand.
Okay, that's great.
And they're supposed to be doing a mini series on Vince McMahon.
Okay. All right, my man Jason Durr says, let me get it up here. All right, Jason says, I do a lot of old school footage on my channel. I love it. The Foundation of Wrestling. Yes, he does. Yeah, you got to check that out. I'm about to send you a link on that after we get finished with this. But yeah, Jason does a whole bunch of old school stuff. Yeah,
hey, Jason, hit me up on Messenger.
Yeah. All right, Jason Durr says Dom wins. No. What in the world's going on here? My TV is frozen. All right, Jason Durr says he crushed JD. Yes, he did. Jason Durr, this is better than Punk and Drew. Yes, it is. Jason
yes,
Durr
it
says,
is.
Oh, wow. Jason Durr says Riptide. Jason Durr says she beat the champ. Jason Durr gave it 3.5 stars. Jason Durr says Dom is getting better and better by the second. Jason Durr says, okay. Yeah, it was a great match, man. It was a great match. I'm going to roll with that 3 stars, but I appreciate Jason Durr on that 3.5 stars. I definitely can roll with that. Guys, let me reset, man. My TV froze. Let me reset this thing, go back in.
And y'all give me a second. I gotta go get some water.
Okay. When you come back, I'll go and get my allergy medicine.
All right, no problem.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. I'm good.
Y'all give us a second, guys.
Oh, yeah. All right, Magnum says 3 stars for Rhea and Damian's match. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very good. Very good. I'm impressed. I'm impressed right now. But I appreciate everybody coming in. Hey, if you're over on Facebook, hit that like, share, join. If you're here on YouTube, hit that like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, ding, 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 so you know when we're on like times like these. And if you're over on Twitch, you do the same thing that you do over here on YouTube. Appreciate everybody coming in, man. Hey, I know that football is going on right now. A lot of people watching football. A lot of things are happening in wrestling right now. And, hey, you decided to come over and check out the Straight Up Wrestling Show. So we appreciate that 100%. I don't have my usual partner, Christopher Burton, with me tonight, but we got my co-host tonight, this afternoon. Got my man, Jim Rogers, in here rocking with me, and we definitely appreciate it to have Jim in here again. He's been on here several shows with us before, and he's back here with us again. All right, Jason says take your time. We appreciate that, Jason. All right, man. Showing Joe Hendry, Jada Parker, No Mercy. Yep, tomorrow, No Mercy. We'll be rocking with No Mercy. No Mercy tomorrow, guys. AJ Scale says, "Hey Harry, do you think Bronson Reed will challenge Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship? At Bad Blood pay-per-view, he probably will. He probably will. I think Braun takes him. Bronson Reed, he's out here causing a lot of damage, but I think Braun will take him. All right, Jason says, Jada surprised me with her rise. Yes, not me, Jason. I saw it at the beginning, man. Yeah, she's incredible. But the quickness of it, I can understand that, Jason. I'm surprised at the quickness of it too. But yeah, she's incredible. Everything that Jada's doing, and she's a natural athlete. Great soccer player, and hey, it's translated into wrestling. So big ups to Jada Parker. Let's see how all this stuff turns out. All right, Mag Madam says, bring on Gunther and Randy. Yes, sir. John Smith says, lots of chaos. Yes, sir. Lots of chaos, but was ready to follow. Lots of chaos, but was easy to follow. Had some good spots. That flip reel took to the wall was nice. Yes. All right, Jason says, I think Brunson and CM Punk feud is next. Brunson, you talking about Brunson Reed? I hope not.
Oh my gosh!
You talking about Braun Breaker, but Brunson Reed with CM Punk? I hope not, because you want to see this guy injured. He's injured. Even against Braun Breaker, he's definitely injured. Especially Braun Breaker, the speed. If they let Braun go full speed, if Brunson Reed goes full speed, with the typhoon and all that, the stuff that he's doing, he'll
squash him.
Yeah, squash him. And I hope that's not the case, Jason. I hope that's not the case. That would not be good. Jason, it will bring Seth back. Okay, Seth freaking Rollins. Okay. But yeah, either one of those feuds, I hope it's neither one. I just couldn't see that happening. All right, guys, I'll be right back, Jim. Everybody, I'll be right back.
All righty. I could see Huck maybe tagging up with Rhea and Damian. I could see possibly that. Well, it looks like that the next match is going to be the Randy Orton versus Gunther match. Any takers on who's going to win that? Hey, Jason. If you have a problem trying to find me on Messenger, hit up my man HBT.
Oh yeah,
he can point you in the right direction.
Jason, go ahead and put your channel in the comments, man. Put your channel in the comments, Jason. But Jason has a very good channel, guys. If you want to go and check out any nostalgia as far as wrestling goes, he has a very good channel. My man Jim Rogers, like I say, whenever he gets back to doing his thing too, he has a huge collection, a lot of stuff. Hey, I'm very knowledgeable. You guys know that. I know a lot about wrestling from back in the old school. But these guys, like I say, Jason, he concentrates. That's what he does. He shows a lot of old school footage. He talks about it. Jason is younger than me and Jim. But but he, like I say, he's very concentrated and checks out a lot of the old school stuff and put it out on his channel. I appreciate it too. But yeah, and Jim just got a whole bunch of stuff, man. He has archives.
Well, the thing is, I'm ladies and gentlemen, I had a friend of mine, Brian Bodie Green, who is a huge wrestling fan, and he had over 10,000 wrestling DVDs of independent shows, the full run of ECW, the full run of UWF, the full run of Memphis. I mean, stuff all the way back to the 70s. I mean, God knows I haven't finished even cataloging it. Over 10,000 DVDs are sitting here in my house right now. And some of the stuff I'd like to share on YouTube. Some of the stuff I can't share on YouTube because it'll get demonetized and taken down.
All right, Jason Durr says, where else does CM Punk go? I think he says go to the Judgment Day or what? So I go. Where does he go? Maybe to the Judgment Day. I'm not sure about all that, Jason. That's going to be very interesting. Or maybe go after the Judgment Day because he definitely not going to join them because they are not going to turn CM Punk. At least not at this time right now. They're not going to do that. Jason says there's nowhere else to go unless they bring Sammy back as heel because they did forget about Sammy after Punk came back. That's true. And, Sammy could turn back heel. That actually will work. Jason Durr. Okay, yeah. Okay, Jason Durr. Yeah, just look up Jason Durr, man. You'll find him over there on Facebook, Jim. I forgot about that. All right, AJ Skill says, hey, Harry, Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan for the WWE Women's Heavyweight Championship at Bad Blood pay-per-view. That may happen, AJ. Matt says it'll be a good fight, but Gunther's got this. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Gunther got it too. But yeah, Randy is definitely going to give us something special, man. All right. Jason says, why aren't we collaborating? Well, Jason, like I say, man, it just time is all the timing thing, man. It really is. It's all the timing thing. With Chris, the way Chris's hours, mine, we just come on here randomly when we do a lot of stuff. So yeah, it's a lot of time. But yeah, we definitely got to get together on collaboration with some things, Jason. I'm about to hit you up, man. Hit you up on Facebook. All right, John Smith, no way Randy wins tonight. So what's next for Gunther? Okay, interesting. Well, Randy, he doesn't win tonight. I don't know what it's going to be next for Gunther. Let's see. Yeah, Jason got Gunther 100%. I'm with you. We're with you on that. Jason said, yes, because I work so hard. Yeah, you do, man. You really do. Jason says, okay. But, yeah, we definitely need to collaborate on some things.
Easy for you to say, man.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, collaborate on some things, get some things coordinated, with times and all that, and we definitely can do some things straight up. Let's see.
Now, Harry,
10-time WWE champion, once Intercontinental champion, one United States champion, but he just now took it off there. But yeah, a lot of accolades. We all know all the stuff that he's did. I mean, he's just been incredible for so long.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, Jason says both of you guys. Yeah. I was including Jim too. That we get, coordinate times and all that with you and all that. And yeah, we definitely can collaborate on some things. All right, John Smith says, I don't think I've ever seen Randy red since his Evolution days. Okay.
Well, something I'd like to bring to the forefront is me and Harry are working on doing a possible big interview with a former Mid-Atlantic champion, a former Central States champion. God knows this gentleman has been all over the place. I'm not going to disclose who it is just yet.
Oh, yeah.
Harry knows who it is. We're waiting for him to finish recovering. And once he does, then once he's finished recovering, he just had surgery. And once he does and he's able to, we'll be bringing an interview to you that will be big. If you like wrestling legends, then stay tuned.
Yeah, you won't want to miss that one. All right, Jason says we just got the 10K on Instagram, so we're gaining traction there too. Okay, Jason, cool. All right. Jason with the love signs. All right. No doubt, Jason. Yeah, we will get together, man. We'll get together.
He believes he's going to win 15. He thinks he's going to win 16. He told me that if he wants to come back, he's going to win 17. Oh,
Randy's always been one of my favorite wrestlers. He's a good, solid, strong veteran.
Incredible specimen, man. Incredible wrestler. Took his father's legacy and expanded on that, made it better.
Now, don't forget his grandfather also.
I know, that's what I was gonna say. His grandfather loved his grandfather too. You know, Bob Orton Sr., incredible wrestler. Bob Orton Jr., you know, those guys was original. Those, you know, they was actually cowboy wrestlers, great wrestlers. Bob Orton Jr., I can't get the cast out of my hand, out of my I can't get that out of my thought process. Like the last 2 years of his career before he got out of the mainstream, he kept that cast on. And last year, my partner, me and Chris's podcast partner, let's see, our podcast partner Danny Paris did a show last year with, you know, the show up in Kentucky, and what's the name? Bob Orton Jr. wrestled on that doggone show. He wrestled with the cast on, guys. He still had the cast on. He done had that cast on since '84, man. Since that.
Oh man,
Flair, when Ric Flair messed his arm up.
he kind of reminds me of Iron Mike Sharp.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Wow. Loved Iron Mike Sharp. You know, Iron Mike Sharp used to, you know, basically job a lot. You know, but
oh yeah,
hey, there's no doubt about it. That is one of the toughest guys that's ever been in the business, Iron Mike Sharp. Incredible. Love Iron Mike Sharp, man.
I'll tell you another one that literally you want to talk about jobbers. Mike Jackson.
Oh, big time. And he's still wrestling too. Saw Mike
yeah.
last year at Deep South Wrestling. You know, out there talking with him and Bischoff and all of them. I didn't talk to Bischoff. Chris did. At that time, I was still blaming Bischoff for everything. So I didn't want to talk to him.
Of course, man. Because you remember wasn't too long ago that you could flip between two channels and watch WCW and WWE.
Oh, yeah.
Drinking my hose pipe water.
Hey, that was the best water, man. That was the best water.
It's actually well water, so you know.
Hey, that's great water, man. Well water is outstanding. All right, man says plus Gunther in Berlin, Germany. Oh, yeah, he's going to win this. Yes, he is. Jason says I have a lot of wrestlers, legends, current stars, national and independent stars we can get that I know personally. Okay, Jason. Wow.
Okay.
All right, Jason says I'm waiting on you guys. Okay, Jason. Jason says Bob Orton Jr. sold his injury for 15 years. Yes, he did.
Well,
Jason
you know,
says, Mike Sharp, Canada's greatest wrestler, laugh out loud. He was great, man. I mean, I'm not gonna say he's the greatest wrestler, but one of them. He's a top guy, man. He's one of the best guys that ever came out of Canada. You know, he's underrated. Underrated.
Oh, absolutely.
Should have been way bigger than what he was, and shouldn't have been a jobber like that, man. I mean, Iron Mike Sharp should have. Gosh, man, he should have been. Goodness, to tell you the truth, most of the guys he wrestled, he should have took down.
Yeah, Jason, I'll be honest with you. You know, I've met several of them. I used to work in wrestling business on the independent circuit as a photographer, as a video editor, as a videographer, and also as an assistant to a promoter. And you know, you get to know one, and then one will recommend you to the second one, and it's just a snowball effect.
Mm-hmm. Ludwig Kaiser. AJ Scale says, hey, Harry, do you think there will be a Roman Reigns versus The Rock next year at WrestleMania 41 pay-per-view 2025? It could be. It could be, AJ Scales. We don't know how that thing going to play out.
Expect a lot of chopping in this match.
Huh?
Expect a lot of chopping in this match.
Oh, big time. Okay, Jason says that was his saying when he was in Memphis. Okay. I didn't know that. Jason says true. Jason says the first guy I met was Abdullah the Butcher, and it changed my projection for this. Okay, Jason. Cool.
Abby is he's not doing good health wise, from what I understand.
Oh, the Butcher?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I hope he gets better.
Oh yeah.
But you know,
He's been around a long time, man. Long
oh
time.
man,
Man, he debuted in 1958. So that's God almighty, man.
man, that was when you was a teenager, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Way before I was thought of, man.
Actually,
come on
I
now.
saw.
The guy
I saw
started
his-
wrestling 19 years before I was born, man. I mean, I'm
I
just like,
actually-
wow.
I actually saw him and Brody at the Cobb County Civic Center
Mm-hmm.
wrestling Brody's last match before he went to Mexico, and you know what happened in Mexico.
Oh yeah.
It was definitely a true loss to the business and a true loss to his family as well.
Okay. Yeah. Let me see. Let me make sure. I could be mistaken on the date when I think about it. I could be thinking about something else, but I know Abdullah the Butcher been around for a long time. Yeah, debut 1958. Yeah. So I was right. Wow, he's 83 years old, man.
Started his career in Canada.
Yep. That's where he's from. Even though, like say, had that man from Sudan, boy, people believed that for years. I did too. I believed it for years that he was from there.
There was actually a documentary on Abdullah on YouTube I saw where he
Okay.
had
Check that out.
actually he wound up making a lot of money where he was going and everything, and his mom was cleaning houses.
Okay.
And he basically retired his mom. He bought her a house and paid her bills and everything.
Okay. All right,
And
man
he-
says Ludwig is on the mic. All right, Jason says, yeah, he is better than last month.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah, it is. Jason says, keep praying. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Everybody, man. Everybody. Hey, you know, we're praying. We're praying family here on the Straight Up Wrestling Show. Everybody pray for. Definitely pray for all our members, man, that need prayer. Alma Clark, man, Christian Adams. Definitely pray for the family of Black Bart, and pray for our man Abdullah the Butcher that he continues to get better for his health. 100%. All right, Jason, appreciate you letting us know that. Such a huge loss. Okay. Matt says, sorry, Daniel. That was an accident. My apologies. Okay. Jason says, madman from Sudan. Yes, sir. Ontario, yeah. Jason says, Jim, your belt collection is awesome. Yeah, he got a great belt collection. Daniel Bennett says, Harry, you see my comment? I'll go back and look. I might have missed that one. Sorry, Daniel. Okay, Jason Durr said, just started my collection. Let me go all the way back. Let me go ahead and Daniel make sure I get that. Let me look that up.
Yeah, Jason. I've been really blessed with the belts. I've won them in raffles, or I've had buddies of mine send me belts for helping their Facebook pages build up their membership to the Facebook pages. And, you know, they would, you know, say, I want to thank you. What's your address? And next thing I know, boom, I have a belt. So, you know.
Okay, Daniel, yeah, saw that. Mag, no, we saw that, but yeah, it was just held up. But yeah, appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that, and all prayers out to. Wow, Fat Man Scoop. I did not realize that. Okay, yeah. So, oh my God, Fat Man Scoop passed away. Mag caught that for a minute. Mag hit it by mistake, knocked it off. But yeah. Thanks for sending that, man. I had no clue. But yeah, thanks for sending that. But yeah, prayers out to Fat Man Scoop and family. And wow. And like I say, prayers out to Abdullah the Butcher for his health, man. Black Bart, who has cancer now. Black Bart is another guy who's around for a long time, man. And, hey, incredible guy, pretty good in the ring, gave us some great moments. So definitely pray for him. All right, Jason got a lot of stuff up here, man, as far as love signs, prayer, a whole bunch of little things he got here. You guys see the emojis and all that. Yes, sir, Daniel Bennett. We losing legends. Yes, we are. All right, AJ Scale says, Harry The Rock said the final boss will challenge the Universal Champion, Cody Rhodes, for his Universal Championship at Bad Blood pay-per-view if you smell what The Rock is cooking. I don't think so, AJ. I don't think we will see him at Bad Blood, see Rock at Bad Blood.
And if anybody wants to contribute to help Black Bart, he does have a GoFundMe going on right now to help him out with the bills that he has with the cancer.
That out. Because Black Bart. Okay.
Yeah, I believe it's on Pro Wrestling Junkies. I put a link on there. You may have to scroll down to look for it. It's not Junkies as in Junkies. It's Junkyys.
Yeah. Pro Wrestling Junkies. Yeah, go look for that. And I'm going to go ahead and put it up again. I know we had it up before. I think I had got it from Jim's page. But Jim sent it to me or whatever. But, yeah, we had it up there too. Jason says Legend of Texas, Black Bart. Yes, sir, Jason. Villanova V passed away yesterday. Wow. I didn't know that.
Yep. Ray Mendoza.
Go ahead, Jim.
Yeah, Ray Mendoza was Villanova V. He was also a wrestler in WCW at a while.
Yeah. Oh, wow. John Smith says, okay, I'm glad Orton was able to come back and he's now a face, but can I have my nasty, mean, evil heel Orton back, please? Yeah, he's better as a heel.
Oh, without a doubt. Without question.
Yeah. Man, what a chop by Gunther, man.
I told you there's going to be some chops in this thing.
Yeah, Gunther is just relentless. That's what I love about him. He's relentless.
Gunther, he has drew blood from his chops.
Yeah. Goodness.
Now, folks, remember, Orton does have back problems.
Yeah, he does. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be exploited during this match. Go off screen for just a second.
Okay, no problem. Folks, how far how are you rating this match with Randy and Gunther?
It's solid, man. It's just a solid match right now. I just have a solid going into a 1.5 star right now. It just, a big filling out at first. And he's still kind of going a little slower than what I think he's going to get to. What about you?
It's starting off slow, but it's starting to pick up speed now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I had it at 1.3, between 1.3, 1.4, so that's like a 1.5 almost. So I expect this match to be a 4-star match or a little higher, 4 to 4.5 star match to finish up. It could end up 5 stars, but this is going to be a great match, man. And I think we got a long way to go.
Well, also now, there's two sides you can look at this. Gunther, this is Gunther's basically his hometown.
Yeah.
And, you know,
What is he? Austrian? Is he Austrian?
he's Austrian. He's not too
Yeah.
far from
No,
Germany.
that's right next to Germany.
Yeah.
They speak
But
German.
the thing about it is remember this. Logan Paul lost his title in his hometown of Cleveland,
Right.
Cleveland, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, anything is possible with us.
That's true. That is 100% true.
Do I think that there's going to be a title change here? Probably not.
Right. Goodness sake.
But if
Super
you have
late.
good storytelling in a match, you can have good storytelling without a title change, and you know that actually is a whole lot better than just a quick title change.
Yes, yes. All right, my man Jason Durr says, "Oh, yes, better heel. He is in the best shape ever. Yeah, he's in great shape." Jason Durr says, "Orton, Cody next. That could happen." Paul Sable's in the house. Music make me lose control. Rest in peace to the legend, Fat Man Scoop. Yeah, yeah, man. That God Almighty, that's crazy. Lost a great one there. All right, Paul Sable, we are losing legends. And give Harry and Chris their flowers now. Appreciate that, Paul Sable. No doubt. All right, Jason Durr says solid class heel face match. I think Gunther ends it dominantly. Yeah, he's gonna end it. He's gonna end this match. He's gonna win it, man. But I tell you right now, Randy Orton is looking good.
Oh, without a question.
A1 title defense for Gunther, no way. I hear you, Jason. Max says Austria is a heck of a lot closer than St. Louis. Laugh out loud. Yeah,
Without a doubt.
True. That's true.
Right back to the injured arm.
You want to talk about legends? Look who the referee is.
Oh yeah, Charles Robinson. Yep, Little
Little
Nate.
H.
Goodness sake, man, this match is picking up. It's picking up.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, Orton is the heel here. What, Jason? Yeah, because you know, it depends on where you're at in the country. It got to the point like when the Nature Boy Ric Flair, you know, even though he was a heel everywhere else, you take him to Charlotte, he always was a fan favorite in Charlotte. In Greenville, he was a fan favorite because, you know, this is home to him. So even if he was a heel and doing the worst things possible, but, you know, if he came into this area, Greenville, Charlotte, Raleigh, Gastonia, you know, what is it? Not Kingsville. It's the biggest show, the one that is bigger than the Charlotte and Greenville area as far as Mid-Atlantic. What's the name ran the show there? AEW ran the show there. Is it Gastonia? One of the two in North Carolina. It's not far from here, but it was their mecca, pretty much, the NWA, where they did their biggest shows. But yeah, that's the way Gunther's gonna be over there. Doesn't matter what he does, he's gonna be the fan favorite. So whoever goes up against him is gonna be the heel.
Oh, without question.
Paul Sable says Harry. Let's see. Wait a minute. Sorry about that, Paul. Harry, it was reported he collapsed on stage. Oh my gosh! Wow.
Well, no.
Oh man, Paul, I hate that. You know, doing music, something that you really love and everything, and he collapsed on stage. Wow. I'm pretty sure more details will come out. Man.
no disrespect to The Departed, but he went out doing what he loved.
He was doing what?
No disrespect to The Departed, but he went out doing what he loved.
Yeah, exactly. That's why. I wanted to say that. Yeah, I'm glad you did, but you say that, Jim. But yeah, you're right. All right, Jason Durr says, "What have you ever seen Gunther toss? Have you ever seen Gunther toss like that?" No, I mean, man. I mean, Randy Orton, big dude, man. If somebody's gonna be able to do it, it's gonna be him. Yep, true as Jim, no doubt.
I mean, if Ric Flair could actually wrestle again or wrestle in the ring
and pass in the ring, yeah, that's the way he would want to go.
That's the way he would want to go.
Yeah, exactly.
But when Flair passes, that's going to be a dark day in wrestling, man.
Oh, there's no doubt, man. There's no doubt. I mean, it's going to be worldwide news. You know, but the wrestling world's going to stop that day. Goodness, man. Matt says, if I remember Johnny Guitar Watson, he collapsed on stage in Japan when he passed away. I did not know that, Mag. I didn't know that. I love Johnny Guitar Watson, but I didn't know that, Mag. Wow. Jason says to be doing it at this level, still 20 years later, says a lot about Orton. That's true.
No question.
Jason says the skies will open up and cry if that happens. Yes. Yes. Man, Nature Boy Ric Flair, man, when that happens, that's Chris talks about it all the time, man. Something happened with Ric Flair. Remember the scares that he had, 2 scares that he had when he was up in the hospital, man, how, everything became somber then, very somber, and you can imagine.
Well, if that man passes, like him or hate him, if you're a wrestling fan, you respect what he's done for the wrestling industry.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll be drinking water. I forgot I had left the soda, and my wife told me, she said I had left the soda right in the middle of the bed, man. I had when I woke up this afternoon, and Jim had texted me, and actually I was getting dressed and all that. I was sitting down on the bed, and I had the soda, trying to get some caffeine in me this morning, even though it was late morning because I had got up real early this morning, and went and took a nap. So closer to the afternoon when I woke back up, but it was a little bit after 11, and I had this soda. I had the Sunkist, man, 0 sugar. Had it sitting beside me, putting on my clothes, and I had sat it right in the middle of the bed. My wife come home and she see this. She come over from work, and she said, "I just now went in there to get my allergy medicine." She said, "You had this right here. You had this on the middle of the bed. You had this soda trying to mess up the mattress." I said, "Oh my God!" But she like it's still cold too. So hey, I'm glad that it's still cold. But wow, I didn't know. I left that in there. I'm glad she found it because I probably would have went and sat on the bed and it would have fell or something like that. Hey, knowing me, but my wife had found it. I'm glad.
Yeah, my drink of non-choice is water, but
because that's what I'll be drinking right now is water. Or I would have went in there and I would have got me replenished or something like that. And that's like a Gatorade Powerade, come from 7-Eleven. I love the version of it.
But the water actually helps lower blood sugar.
Oh yeah, it does. It does. And that's one thing I'm trying to get back to, drinking a little bit more of that. Drinking more water than I've been drinking a lot of water the last 2 or 3 days. So I got to get back to doing that. That's one thing I had stopped doing.
Randy Orton, the microwave to strike. And the possession. The sound from that over here. When you're
All right, Jason says the sky. Oh, yeah, okay, we got that. All right, Jason says Flair deserves this year's Warriors Award because he won't never stop. That's true. Jason says Flair will pass away on his feet. Possibly so. I agree with that. Jason says heel Randy is so good. Yes, he is. Yeah, very good as a heel. Yeah, we're trying to go for that RKO. It didn't happen. Okay, German suplex from the big man from Gunther, man. Wow. Jason Durr, he has beaten the crap out of Gunther this entirety. He has, man. He has. Gunther pretty much got in his shots too. But Randy Orton has dominated, 65 to 70% of this match so far. Gunther said, Jason says water is everything. Yes, sir.
Y'all give me just a second here.
All right, Jim. All right, man. Wow. A one-legged drop kick from Gunther, guys. Boom. That ain't gonna take Randy out. Not even if it was the bigger Gunther when he was Walter. That's not gonna do it.
out there that saved every fuck you forget. That's it. You always think it's a good match and it's going to be more. Sometimes it's just ain't the case.
Sorry about that, guys. Had to get me a little bit of a snack. This podcast is not sponsored by this, but it's Ginger Chews.
All right, Ginger Chews. Okay. All right, man. Big ups to Ginger Chews. Hey, get them where you can. Hey, rock them out. Being brought to you by Jim Rogers of the Straight Up Wrestling Show. Hey, we definitely pushing that out. All right, Jason Durr says no way.
Hey, they're good for the stomach, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Sure. Man, Gunther's holding that doggone. And that's another guy that he reminds me of too. Baron Von Raschke holding the way he holding his wrist. Okay, nice close line. And Baron Von Raschke wasn't a real German, guys. Just a gimmick. But Baron Von Raschke, he definitely reminds me, man, of one of them doggone soldiers, one of those German soldiers back in the day. But the old Baron Von Raschke was scary.
Without a doubt.
All right, Jason says, where are you guys from? I'm from upstate South Carolina, Jason. And Jim from Georgia.
I'm in North Georgia.
Yeah, he's in North Georgia. I thought so. Yeah, North Georgia, and I'm in upstate South Carolina. So we're pretty close to each other.
We're practically next door neighbors.
Exactly. Okay. Oh, okay. Jason, you're in Virginia Beach, Virginia, up there with my best friend at. Well, he's in Norfolk, Virginia. Oh, wow. Okay, nice kick out.
Okay. I will be the first one to say that this match is starting to hit that 4-star mark.
Yeah. All right. Jason says Norfolk is like 3 minutes away. Laugh out loud. Yeah. As I say, yeah, you right up there with my boy. He runs that. He's the lead mechanic for the Norfolk for that transit authority. Norfolk's. He's over all of their. For the trains and the buses, he's the lead mechanic, for their engines. And he runs that crew that, that pretty much keep all that stuff going, man. He's a great mechanic. He can work any kind of engine, any kind of engine to do with vehicles, even up to a plane, man. This guy's incredible. But he used to be, yeah, me and him grew up together. Whoa. I didn't think so. Yeah, Jason says yes. Oh, AJ Scale says, Harry, I'm from Baltimore. Okay, from Baltimore. Do you live in Baltimore now, AJ?
You know, every once in a while, folks, me and Harry will sit there and we'll start talking about wrestlers like Randy Orton, and you know, Harry, what do you think? Do you think Randy would have thrived in the territory days?
Yeah, he would have been incredible. RKO, he would have been incredible. Do I think he would have been? Do I think he would have been like a 15? Well, of course he wouldn't have been a 15-time world champion. Would he have been a world champion in the territorial days?
I could see him starting out in the St. Louis area.
Yeah, he would have won some important regional championships, but being a world champ, I don't think so. Let's see. It depends. You know, in the AWA, he might have would have got close. The old WWF with Vince Sr. He would have been a top 4 guy. Probably wouldn't have won it. No, wait a minute. He may have won it or got close to it. But I don't think Vince McMahon Sr. would have had him beating Bob Backlund.
Well, also
he definitely wouldn't have beat Ric Flair.
Also, you know, you were talking about the AWA. Vern
Nick
was
Bob
very.
Winkle, he would have had a good match, great matches with Bob Winkle. Go ahead.
Vern was very uptight about his title.
He was.
Especially after the Stan Hansen fiasco.
Yeah.
And Stan Hansen is my number one heel, my favorite heel of all time.
Mm-hmm. Stan the Man Hansen. But Randy Orton would have been incredible, man. He definitely would have been a top 15 wrestler, top 10 at times. He would have been incredible. It was so many guys that were so good back in the territorial days. Gunther would have been outstanding back in the territorial days. Him and Randy both would have been striving back then. They would have made a living at it in the territorial days. They would have made a good living at it. Yeah, Jason says, I'm from Memphis, but I've been here for years now. Okay, Jason. Yeah, I thought you was from Memphis. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I'm still in Greenville, man. Greenville, South Carolina. Been here all my life, pretty much. Been other places, but basically Greenville. All right, let's see. Territories on Florida. Jason says, in Florida, yes. AJ says, yes, Harry, I'm from Baltimore. Okay. Yes, Harry, I'm from Baltimore. All right, cool. All right, Jason Durr says Orton should have started in Florida or Memphis. Sullivan and Lawler would push anyone. Yes, that's true.
Yeah, the thing about Lawler though is he was like the 400-time champion.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he dominated Memphis, man. That was just ridiculous. Look, Randy would have been better than Bob Orton Jr. He would have succeeded more than Bob Orton Jr.
Oh, without question.
Way better as far as the territorial days. You know, you look at somebody like Bob Orton Jr., Dick Slater, who I can pretty much put close to him, but he would have been more successful than those guys. He would have been close to being a world champion. It just wow.
Do I think he could have been a world champion back then? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. That's all I can really say is maybe. I just don't see it with the guys that was back then. It's hard. It's hard for me to say, yeah, he would have been. All I can say is he would have been a devastating guy. He could have been a traveling guy. He could have been an Ernie Ladd type dude. Just went around and wearing the crown, you know, as the king. I know Jerry the King Lawler used to wear the crown and everything. But the king of wrestling back then, if you ask me, was Ernie Ladd because he was the traveling king. So, man, but yeah, Randy Orton could have been, he could have been like a Dusty Rhodes or, not as big as Dusty Rhodes, but he could have been a traveling heel type king guy, same kind of status as Ernie Ladd. Now, would he been as intimidating as Ernie Ladd? No, but the trickery and the deception with his smile and everything, he had it all, man. He definitely was better than Larry Zbyszko, so Larry Zbyszko known as a legend killer from back then too, but definitely way better. It's not a lot of guys I can say is better than him. Randy Orton's one of the best of all time, man, and that's one thing I told Chris. He's one of the best of all time, one of the best I've ever seen.
I mean, Randy, he is structurally one of the best.
Yeah.
Hey, technically, that may be a debatable argument.
Yeah, that's true. Cody Rhodes in the territories would have been good, would have been a lot better wrestler than he is now, Paul. He would have been very good. You could even take what he has now and pretty much put it into the territorial system. He would have had to use more of that, more of the skill that he has now in the territories. He would have been very, very good. Would he been a Dusty Rhodes? No.
Well, now
he wouldn't have been Chick Donovan though.
Well, if you look at Cody Rhodes' career before he came back to the WWE and before AEW, he was going through a lot of the independent promotions. So technically, that could have been considered the territories. Yeah,
that's true. I mean, look at him. Think of it this way. Say if Cody and Dustin, Cody is around the same age as Dustin. Him and Dustin would have been world tag team champs. Say, back in the day, say if they was brothers of Dusty instead of Dusty's sons. Yeah, they've been world tag team champs. They would have been great. They wouldn't have been on Dusty's level, but they would have been incredible. Dustin Rhodes was an incredible guy, but he just missed the territories. But Dustin Rhodes would have been. I have to say this: Dustin would have been better in the territories than his brother, but Cody would have been very good. Even though I think Cody's a better wrestler on this level, but as far as in a territorial system, I think Dustin fits that better than Cody.
Dustin is the man that should have held that title. In all honesty,
who?
Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah. Damian Priest territories, Paul. Damian Priest, he would have been good in the territories. Jason Durr, only reason Lawler was 1,000 times Southern champ was everyone he beat got the call to the big leagues. That's true. All right, Jason says everyone that ever went to the Hall of Fame came through Memphis first, except Bret Hart.
Except Bret Hart actually went through Georgia Championship Wrestling.
He did. Yes, he did.
I do have matches of him in Georgia Championship Wrestling.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, what's the name had a guy, another podcaster was asking that. People was asking had he ever been in the NWA, and I had to go ahead and they was like, no. Everybody was like, no. I said, yes, he did. He wrestled for Jim Crockett too a little bit. Not as much as he did Georgia, but he wrestled for Jim Crockett too. I think he wrestled for Crockett first. Him and Keith Hunter and not Keith Hunter, but him and Keith Hart and some of those guys wrestled down in Mid-Atlantic for a little while. Then he wrestled in Georgia. So yeah, sure did.
One of the only people
that's 4.5 stars so far. Jason Durr said for this match. Jason Durr says that's what Cody did per se. Jason Durr said Dustin started territories. Oh, he did?
Yeah, he did because he was in world class. I just thought about it.
He was. All right, Paul Sable says, wow, yeah, I forgot about that.
He was in world class. He was in Memphis for a little bit. And then his dad brought him into he got his start in the Florida territories. I remember. Yeah.
All right. Jason says you're right. He toured. Yeah, he did. Dustin did. Yes, he did. Man, Gunther is going crazy on Randy. Yeah, Orton is far. He's passing out, guys. Hey, somebody got. Guess Jim, you got it ahead of me because I can hear it over there.
Oh, sorry about that.
It's okay. Wow. Yeah, Jason Durr says Gunther wins. Mag, definitely give me your score, Mag, of what you think of this. I know what Jason got on it. And Jim, what do you think on it?
4.2 on this one.
Okay. But yeah, Mag, Mag, before I give mine, I definitely want to hear yours. And Jason, if you still got that 4.5 stars, let me know. Jason Durr says dominant. Randy pretty much took, I'll say, anywhere from 65, a little bit 60 to 60. I say 65%, 60 to 65% of the match. He pretty much won, but the 35 to 40% that Gunther won, it was very, he was very solid on everything that he did. It's kind of like a boxing match. You really, the guy, throwing the hardest shots. He man, even though Randy threw a lot of hard shots too, but man, Gunther was very definitive on everything that he did in this match.
Well, when you have two beefy guys like this, and you just basically say, "Go for it."
Oh yeah, 4.5 stars from Jason Durr, including the finish. Goodness sake. And then Jim going with the 4.2, which is 4 stars. But Magnum, I'm looking forward to seeing you. And Mag, if you're still here, go ahead and give me your score before I give you mine. Jason says Gunther kicked out of the RKO. Yep.
Well, this is the only way that this match would have ended correctly.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't make Randy weak looking.
No, it doesn't. Goodness sake, man. Mag says 3.5 to 4 stars match. Awesome. And that's what I have, anywhere from 3.5 to 4 stars. It was a very good match. But, but between what we all have, 4.2, and I'm kind of with Mag. I'm kind of like between that 3.5 to 4 stars, especially with this, what's the name? I'm going to go 4 stars. With the sportsmanship and everything, this took it to another level.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Yeah, it took it to another level. So I'm a little bit between 4 and 4. I'm between 4 and 4.2 with Jim with the way this thing ended up. Very good, very incredible. I respect Jason Durr. Definitely 4.5 stars. It could be 4.5 stars. I can see that. Incredible, man. Incredible. So we're going to go 4 stars on this match. That's official from Straight Up Wrestling Show. Just when we sit there and we calculate all our scores. 4-star match, best match of the night. Incredible. Love the way it ended. I love the respect between the two. The Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens match. Love the respect between the two. Even though, like I said, Kevin Owens, you can see straight up that he was not pleased. He was not happy. And that's something that's probably going to go on from here. But, man, this is outstanding. Great day of wrestling. Great night of wrestling. It's nighttime over there. Great night of wrestling in Berlin. Great afternoon of wrestling for us here in the U.S. And, if you're on the East Coast, Central, or whatever, the ones that's close to us. But, everybody's still in the afternoon pretty much over here in the States. But, wow. Great day of wrestling, Jim.
Oh, without a doubt. It was a really good day for wrestling.
Yeah. All right, Jason said that choke is solid. Yes. Paul Sable says, see you tomorrow for NXT pay-per-view, Harry and Jim. Yes, I will be here for the NXT pay-per-view. All right, Jason Durr, this was a 4-star show. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. I hadn't rated that. But, 4 stars, man. Anywhere from 4 stars. And, look, I want to go ahead and say 4 stars and a plus. Let's go ahead and give 4 stars and a thumbs up, man. Great show. They put on a great show over here in Germany, man. They really did for the crowd. All right, Paul Sable says 3.5 to 4-star match. Yeah, Paul Sable. Yeah, that's what me and Mag had it at. So yeah, right. Yeah, you're right in between that. Yeah, Paul Sable says legendary. Jason Durr says 4.2. Yes, sir. That's basically what it was. You know, the highest number you and Jim gives it. And yeah, I had it at 4 stars, 4.2. Right at that end, you got to give it 4, like a 4.2. 4 stars, man. Great match. And if they continue on, they're going to have even better match between those two. Incredible, man.
This pay-per-view, even though it was a small one compared to the other ones, it was actually a really, really excellent one.
Yeah, it was. It was very good. Paul Sable says, and for the most, and rest in peace to Fat Man Scoop. Yes, and the whole wrestling community, all his fans, but especially his family, and all his loved ones. Definitely, man. Definitely, we pray. All our prayers goes out to Fat Man Scoop. And as far as we're praying for Abdullah the Butcher, Black Bart, to get over their ailments. I mean, I know this is hard, this is rough. And everybody, man, who in the straight up wrestling family, who's not feeling well, who actually needs our prayers, definitely all our prayers go to you, each and every one of you.
Without question.
Oh, yeah. Mag says Bash in Berlin gets 4 stars. Great show. Yes, sir, Mag. 100%. Yeah, we all got 4 stars so far. Paul Sable says Abdullah and Black Bart legends. Yes, sir, Paul Sable. Jason says because the entire tour was so hectically to end it like this was awesome. Yes.
Jason, you're going to have to DM me. All I could find on Facebook was your subscribe page.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to have to hit me up. HBT knows how to get in touch with me.
Oh, yeah. All right. Paul Sable says, I'm praying for all legends in wrestling and music. Yes, sir, Paul. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. We need our legends to springboard the wrestling business into the future.
Yeah, exactly. All right, my man Jason Durr says, DM me, guys. Y'all love y'all. Yeah, definitely will, Jason. Yeah, you can just find him at Jason Durr. He'll come up just punching his name on that, Jim. But yeah, we will get with you and collaborate on some things that you're doing, Jason. Like I said, I appreciate it. I love the pretty much the way you set things up and ask people the questions that you ask people. Yeah, doing a very good job of that. Give Harry, Chris, and Jim their flowers now. Yeah, appreciate that, Paul. No doubt. All right. Paul says prayers for Scarface. Yeah, prayers for Scarface, man. He's just not doing good. They're not doing good. I mean, he's basically the same age as I am. He's been Jim's age and Mag's age. And he's laying down, hey, legendary rapper from the Ghetto Boys, man. Wow. I hate to see Scarface go out like that. Jason Durr says, type in HBT. Okay. Jason says, thank y'all. But yeah, Jason, I will let Jim know about all that. Let me see if I can find.
Let me see if I can. Y'all, excuse me. I'll look.
Put professional wrestling junkies in here. Go ahead and put that. Go ahead and put a link on that. What happened to Scarface? He has bad problems with his kidneys, Jason. Very bad, and he's on dialysis. He's been on that for like the last 2 years or so. And man, yeah, he's hooked up to all kind of machines and stuff like that. So yeah, Scarface is, he's on and off of them, but yeah, he's not doing well. Paul Sable says, who you like to see face Gunther next? Jim and Harry.
Oh,
You said Braun Breaker wasn't the Intercontinental Champion. Now Braun Breaker is one of the only ones who beat him. He's only lost 2 matches in the WWE since he's been in the WWE. He's only lost 2 matches to Gunther. To Braun Breaker. No, 3 now. Sami Zayn too. So Sami, Braun Breaker, and Ilya Dragunov. But Gunther right now, I think Gunther needs to take a break. They need to take a fall back and put Gunther in there. Put him in there against somebody with the caliber of a JD McDonald. He doesn't need to have any big time matches right now, and then you build him back up, and then you build Ilya Dragunov back up, and then he can go a series against Ilya Dragunov, something like that. But wow, there's a lot of possibilities. It really is. You got a lot of people in catering who deserves a shot at Gunther. Let's see. All right, Jason Durr says, "Dang, yeah, Jason, he's not doing well, man. He's not doing well."
Life forward. So congratulations, of course, to the whole Beck family.
Man, it looks like Cody's already dressed.
Yeah, he's decked out, man. Yeah, Brandy, she want Cody into all this business. She want him doing all the business type thing. So that's basically what she's into. That's why I like to say you're gonna see Cody you're gonna pretty much see him on the corporate side soon. Because she wants him to be a businessman. She loves the wrestling and everything. But yeah, that's the type of person she is. She wants her husband to be the suit wearing business type person. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm pretty sure they both of them, they seem very in tune with each other, love each other, man. And, she loves her man looking like that, and that's cool.
Well, just remember this now. No jokes. Luthez, he used to be decked out like Cody and would walk into the arenas carrying the Halliburton with him.
Oh yeah. All right, David Anthony says, "Hey Harry and Chris, 4 stars for the pay-per-view and prayers to family of Fat Man Scoop. Let's see, his voice can't be duplicated. No doubt. He birthed Sierra and Missy for the sound. Yes. All right, Jason says JD beat Gunther for the OTT World in Ireland. I didn't know that. Okay, I did not know that. So yeah, JD Madonna, if they could work that out some kind of way and have those two, would be great. David Anthony says, "Sup, Jim?" Yeah, he said, okay, yeah, David Anthony corrected it. He see Chris wasn't here, so he said, "What's up, Jim?" All right.
No problem.
All right, David Anthony says, "Harry, you doing Collision tonight?" Ooh, woo. Wow, man, wow. I don't know about all that. Wow, I think because tell you the truth, I'm about to go and start watching football, man. My school is playing. Charles Wilk says, "Sup, Harry and Jim?" What's going on, Charles? Wow, Collision. I don't know, man. I might come and do it. I may come and do it. Don't quote me on that though. Charles Wilkes is cracking up. Jason says, on his last match in Ireland before he went to NXT UK. Okay, I did not know that, Jason. Didn't know it. Jason says, "Let's do it. I'll be here." I hear you, Jason. I don't know, man. I'll see. Like I say, I can't make no promises on that. I cannot make no promises on that, but I'll see. Okay, but let me know, Jason, if you see me on here. Yeah, pop on. All right, guys. But I'm gonna go ahead. I got to get off here. I'm gonna go ahead and get some food and everything. Get the family all set up with that. And I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna watch my Gamecocks play. And Jim, what you gonna be doing for the next few hours, man?
I am probably going to be still working on categorizing all these wrestling discs that I got, all these territories.
All right, what happened in the Clemson game, man? Clemson Georgia game.
I do not know, man. We were at halftime, like second match.
6-0, I remember that.
Yeah.
Charles Will says, "Jim and Harry, what is top 3 favorite wrestling interests?" Oh, if you're talking about of all time, all time, I'm rolling. I'm going Flair, Road Warriors, and should I say Hulk Hogan? Flair, Road Warriors, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'll roll with those two.
I'm going to go with Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Road Warriors, and Dusty Rhodes.
Goodness sake, no Flair, man.
Flair.
Yeah, Dusty Rhodes is big.
I'll give Flair his flowers, but in that same sense, Dusty was my guy.
Oh, Dusty got big pops whenever he came out. Now Flair was iconic with everything that he did as far as the way he came out and everything. But Dusty was just universally loved. So at all times. So yeah, I can roll with you on that. I can see that. All right, Jason Durr says, "What's your page name, Jim? I'm gonna add you now." Good, Jim. Pipe that in.
Basically, you can add me on my personal Facebook page. It's Jim Rogers, Rogers. If you have a problem finding me, just talk to Harry. Usually have there's a black and white picture in the circle of me that I had done when I was doing podcasts on a full-time basis. That's where you can find me at. Just add me, message me, we can talk off camera, man.
All right, Paul Sable says Flair, Stone Cold, and Taker. I can roll with that too. I definitely can roll with that. Paul Sable said Dusty has a classic intro. Yes, he does. Jason Durr, Midnight Express, Bret Hart, Sting. Yes, yeah. Paul Sable says Road Warriors is iconic. Yeah, nope, there's no pop like that. Nothing. All right, Max says, what, Harry? No Disco Inferno? Laugh out loud. Hey, love the Disco Inferno. Chris can't stand it, but I love Disco Inferno. One of the hey, nobody still can top that man as far as on the dance floor, man. I don't care. His dance floor was the ring, and he's right. Put a doggone strobe light in that ring, man. That had a little class to it. You know what I'm saying? That was my man. Paul Sable says, I do like Jerry Lawler's interest in Memphis. Pretty good. Jason says, I got it. Cool. Paul Sable says, Rock and Roll Express had a good one, a great one. When Rock and Roll Express, they heyday, not too many devils better. Probably a few. Jordan Payne, that show wasn't good to me, in my opinion. What show wasn't good to you? This show wasn't good to you, in your opinion? For real, Jordan? Laugh out loud, man. Jordan says 3 stars. Okay. 3 stars still not bad, but wow. Jason Durr says me too. Matt Magnum at Paul Sable, laugh out loud.
Now,
man, wow.
I may catch some hate on this entrance, but I kind of liked Bill Goldberg's entrance when he was going out. It was intense.
It was intense. I liked it. I like, speaking of something that was very intense, I like when Bobby Lashley, when he was coming out to the Almighty entrance, when he was doing that in 2021. I did like it a lot. That was strong. That was very good. Roman Reigns has a great entrance. But to something that really, when you look at Goldberg, something that was intense like that, Bobby Lashley, those things seem so real and so not something that you have to build up. Like a Roman Reigns type thing is a build up, kind of like Johnny Valentine, what he was doing back in the day. It's a build up. Ric Flair's is a build up. Even though Ric Flair can go out there and walk out there fast and still get people popping, but some people's was a build up. The Road Warriors was a build up, but the Road Warriors can run into the ring and still have that same pop. They can run in, attack people, still have the same pop. Incredible. But
without question.
But goodness sake, a lot of great entrances over the years. Jason says the first Freebirds entrance was so fire. Yes, sir. The Freebirds had a great entrance. Junkyard Dog, when he was in his heyday, his prime.
In Mid-South, absolutely.
Yeah, great. And Mid-South in his early days in Georgia Championship Wrestling. Great entrance. Great. Outstanding. Matt Magnum, one of my favorite entrance themes was Ken Shamrock's. Yeah, pretty darn good. Ken Shamrock's pretty good. Yeah.
Last row. Hi, Cody. From position. Long time, man.
I even like Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan's entrance was very, very iconic, very good when he was with Classy Freddie Blassie. When he was a heel. Very good, very strong. You stopped in your tracks to check out and see what was going on. Even though he was getting his butt beat by Tony Atlas at the time, it was very iconic the way he came out and the things that he was doing. I wish that's one thing I do wish Atlas had had a little bit better entrance. People loved him. He had always got huge pops in the ring, very explosive. But if he had a better entrance, I think the entrance adds to what you have, and it just makes you bigger than what you actually are. Even if you have to build it up, like Great Muta, that thing was outstanding the way it was built up to being mysterious and everything about this guy. It was incredible. Jordan Payne says, railroad crossing, look out for cars. Can you spell that without any R's?
Mm-hmm.
AJ Skill says, Harry, my favorite wrestling entrance, Triple H, Kane, and Kurt Angle. Okay. Kane's was good. Kane's was good because, like I say, he had that mysterious type thing going too. Triple H, it was okay. Triple H was a lot of hype, you ask me. When it boils down to it, AJ, I liked it, but it was a lot of hype that was behind it, and it was a big time push on that. Kind of the same way I look at Triple H, and I'm sorry, I look at Diamond Dallas Page the same way with their interests. It was a lot of hype, a lot of push behind that to really push them into into what they actually became. So, Kurt Angle, but it was good. It was really good. All right, Magnum says, thank you, Harry and Jim, for an awesome show. Going to get some groceries for the grill and going to want some AEW Collision tonight. Have a beautiful weekend. You too, Mag.
You too, Mag. Have a great one, man.
Watch some AEW. Yeah, most likely I probably will, but guys, like I say, I'm about to go watch some football right now. But guys, we are out of here. Me and Jim, I'm going to let Jim get out of here. I'm going to get out of here myself. But we appreciate each and every one of you guys. And hey, we signing off with Cody Rhodes up here looking like $1 million straight up. But yeah, this was a good pay-per-view. And I appreciate my co-host Jim Rogers coming in and rocking with me. Straight Up Wrestling Show. He is an honorary member of the Straight Up Wrestling Show. And me and Chris, actually, we definitely appreciate it. I didn't have to be on here by myself. But 100% appreciate that. But let me go and get these last comments. Jordan Payne, if you smell what Shamrock is cooking, laugh out loud. AJ Skills, hey, Harry. John Bradshaw Lakefield made his debut and TNA Impact Wrestling. Yes. But guys, like I said, man, I appreciate everything. We definitely appreciate everything. But the best entrance that I ever seen, and one of the top 5 entrances, not the best, when Big Van Vader used to come out in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Come out with the mask on. And take it off and do that little, the little ritual we used to do with the smoke coming out. That was iconic. That was great. That was outstanding. Big Van Vader. So you can't forget about him, man. I love the Big Van Vader more than I did Vader, which, like I say, New Japan wouldn't let him use Big Van Vader, wouldn't let WCW use it. So they went with just Vader. But yeah, Big Van Vader, that was an outstanding entrance. And man, it just made his match a little bit more better because you focus on it so much because of who he was. But all right, guys, we will see you guys later. Talk to you guys later. Jim, I appreciate it. Stay on, man. We'll talk to each and every one of you guys later. Stay straight up. Peace.